So hello everyone and welcome back to some more of the Ash of Gods here on Twitch streams and later on in YouTube as well, when I just actually go and completely upload all of these videos there. But anyways, kill them all, then play with none. Do you so much wish this game to end, Flame Rishi, that you just want all of them to die? I guess you do. You hate the game. My name was under your nose all along. Anyways, we shall indeed go and continue. Not the Warlock. Anyways, we are playing with this group instead. And we have a lot of discussions. As in this guy, this interesting assassin guy. Very silent one and all. We can have a look into squad, but there's nothing we can really do. We could be healing this too, but that's basically all. And I think we can afford to save that heal for a little bit more. I definitely do have to say I don't remember all of these guys' voices though. Oh gosh, now we got back into this woman group basically, and I don't remember all of their damnable voices at all. I remember you had a relatively low voice for a woman, but then how were the other voices? I don't remember. You should just call yourself Bruce. Just wing it with the voices. As always, you don't remember the voices. Yes, well, as I said, there's too many characters. I can't remember. What a surprise. Yes, well, would you remember Flame? Would you? And yeah, there really is. Like, if we always played with the same group, I could try to actually properly remember them. But when we all the time switch these groups, and last stream we didn't even once touch these people, for example, then how the heck would I remember how their voices sound like? Let's kill more of them and problem taken care of. Yeah, totally. Okay, Doom. The Frisian picks pebbles from the road. Some he tosses back, others he keeps. But what are they for? Why are you collecting pebbles from the road, Doom? I remember that his voice I made quite still, or as still as I could, as in very even, tried to do, and he has a very low voice, so that is very easy. That's for curiosity's sake. These are rich lands. They only ever mined silver here, in the wood hills of the Silver Mountains. But this sparkling grey ore is galena. That orange one is iron ore. This one's gold. That's soft kind. You know about this too. I'm savvy, you know. I've got an eye for detail. When learning different trades, I examine the skills I learn from every side. Not to brag, but the crew on the Gordian ferry was rather upset when I got transferred to repair the machine in the Gillian Tunnel. You'll be fine in Berkana then. It's still a long way to Berkana. We'll see what happens. I doubt there's work to be found during reap time. I'm wondering what to look for. A woodcutter's axe or stonemason's hammer. Not sure, but you have a good memory though, at least you so claim. I have a good memory in certain things, Flame, but certain things doesn't equal all things. I'm bad at remembering names, and I'm bad at remembering exactly all of these different voices that I make for these people. My dear friend, a Flame, Rishi. Dead with eye, guys. Is he even alive? That is indeed the question. Is he alive or is he dead? But yes, it completely is the question what sort of information we are talking about. Like, it is with most people. If you're interested about something, you remember it better. But just names and this sort of stuff, just is it my best thing to remember or the best ability of mine? Why all these characters sound like Gide? I hope game creators paid her a good price. It's okay if they talk in a different voice now. I'm sure nobody will notice. We know your weakness now. I have more things to bully you with. Woohoo! Yay, Flame, yay! At least I got my flame and you don't. I can do this emote all the time, as many times I wish. Even especially with games like this where I can actually go off screen or off game for a moment. So I got that. You. Oh, just saying, I gotta do it when you're planning to bully me. I gotta. Thanks to Tayonta, of course. Tayonta is the reason that I have them, but... So thank you, Tayonta. Anyways. You served in the army, didn't you, Doom? So what? We were all born to service. We were vet, issued the sword and armor, and handed over to a commander. And yes, I served, but I wasn't in the thick of things. Were you lucky, Doom? Maybe I was lucky, not because I didn't get killed, but because I didn't have to kill. I got a feeling that it'll change on the way to Berkana. That was rude, Kire. I think you need to say sorry to Uncle Flame. He is crying in the corner again. Aww. I'm sure Flame isn't crying. Besides, Flame should be good. Why don't you like Flame's Flame? Truly. There are other wonders in the Great Abyss. Everyone knows it. There are exposed gold veins, but there's also poison. Vapors, you know. From above you see gold, surrounded by corpses. Some held cloth over their mouths, others were sacks. Or glass jaws on their heads. All just useless gimmicks. Humans are drawn to the flame like moths. Did you hear that? To the flame like moths. A courting official once dropped the bracelets into a shithole. Diamond studded it was the bracelets, not the shithole. The man offered gold coin to anyone who would fetch it. A dozen hotheads drowned there, suffocated, to be precise. Such an odious man. He later found the bracelet tucked in his boot top. Well, it is thanks to Tayonta, of course, that I have those beautiful emotes. And most have the loot. Humans are drawn to the flames, good-looking guy. Flame can confirm. Humans were attracted. I can't cry. I don't want to extinguish my flame. Also, I like flames, but only when they're mine. You're so jealous about your flames. You can't have let anyone else have flames. Well, are people always attracted to flames though, like a moth to the flame? Flame, you should be having the answer for that question. Maybe we'll chat later. I want to know that I hope you reach Berkanadu. I want you to know. Yes. You're one, Acorn. I didn't think you'd hope for anything. I guess I'll make it then, if I'm lucky. I mean, I am hot though. So, shameless self-promotion. Flame Master Kid. Flame is probably turning heads left and right. That's what Flame is all about. Even more so when it's a Flame Dragon, like Rushi was Dragon, right? So, that is really, really head-turning, I would have to say. The red head doesn't avoid the others, but rarely seeks company. Are all Quimera like that? Why are you always alone? Do the Quimera avoid befriending foreigners? Do Acons befriend foreigners? In any case, I'm never truly alone. My tribe and my step are always with me. So the Quimera resemble Ensis in many ways. How can you say that? The Ensis aren't a tribe. They're warriors. Skilled or not, you should treat them as such, even if they're vagrants who serve evil. All warriors belong to one tribe or another. The Ensis are a mix of different tribes. I mean, they originally came from different tribes, but now they are one. An inscription on our temple wall says that the Reapers will come first. then the NCs, and lastly, the new people. Who are these new people? Where will they come from? From the cradle, it is known by many names and according to legend, is hidden somewhere in Hale. The new people lead the NCs, and we Quimra are a bridge that connects them with the present inhabitants of Terminium. We embody the hope that you won't destroy each other. Where are the Quimran cities and villages located? I wouldn't tell you even if they existed, which they don't. We have our hideaways and the coast town of Donut accepts us from time to time, but our true home is the steppe. Our ceiling, the blue sky. Our houses are covered wagons ready to travel again in a matter of minutes. How many riders do the Quimra have? Fewer than the horses in our herds, and almost as numerous as the people in our wagons. I can't be more precise. There are 12 Quimran clans, but I never learned how many families there are in my own clan. Not knowing such things actually makes us stronger. There is no strength in ignorance. It can, if this ignorance befuddles the enemy. Interesting way to look at it. Aw, good night and sweet dreams, Jim Jim. Hopefully you didn't leave yet, so I didn't actually get to say good night and sweet dreams. But hopefully you have a good weekend, Jim Jim. Hope to see you on Sunday. And yes, have a good warm night, Jim Jim. Hentai visual novel, you say? I'm not gonna be interested in read. Hers are already half off, yes, but that's enough. That truly is quite a large settle. That is true, of course. Damn annoying when you can't find clothes that are the right size. She used to really have a big afro. Where is the matriarch of your clan buried? In no patriarchal spot. It is true though, now especially when I'm looking, it is a lot more like open than it really would need to be, but I guess she just scavenged this rope from someplace and it's just really not very fitting at all. In no particular spot, though I know where you're going with this. Harka possessed other women's bodies to bear the ancest's children. She who can possess others can live forever, but immortality eluded Harka. Even so, she never received a burial. How did she die? She was one of the 12 who fortified their lives in the drowsy deep 700 years ago. She cast a spell on herself and turned to stone, then crumbled to ash. All who visit the place walk on her flesh. I see. Our chronicles say that the 12 broke the circle of mortal vanity and embraced non-existence. The power they released nearly tore Terminium in half. You're not going back to your family, are you? You might say that I've already seen my family. I'm now going where I want, where I ought to. Want to, or ought to. Which one is it? We'll find out soon enough, Akon. There are no obvious answers. It's what I've been contemplating. I have no further questions to you. Come talk to me when you have more. As the Quimran saying goes, weaving word isn't like thriving herds. You have something to do now, time to draw her with a good old afro. Would suit her. Yeah, true enough, Saret too, Sans. I wouldn't be getting a cloth with that sort of a big yeah, you know. Can you draw characters? Little unrelated question, but I'm curious. Hmm. Yeah, I wouldn't want to have an afro. Strange. Yes, they are. There can be clothes with two big, like, which then can go more into the shoulders and so on, which isn't that fun. So, they are those sort of shirts in existence for certainly. So, I know that. I know that too. I'm basically going through the characters that I remember the best, how they voice sound like. These three are probably the questions, especially these two, because they kind of, like, even though they look different, I still confuse them with each other a lot. This thing I think had a pretty high voice, but then these two, one of them had, I think maybe it was this one that had the, no, I'm completely all the time confusing which one had the more brighter, a little bit more seductive voice, so to speak, if I could get some sort of a description. I have no idea. Gendy, anyways. Why are you going to Berkana and not to Vantilia? What's in Vantilia for me? I'm Frisian, despite the color of my skin. My grandpa was from Baldhar, and you know what happened to Baldhar. Your fighting style is unusual for a Frisian. I didn't learn my skills in the army. I fought in the temple arenas. I wasn't alone, Akon. Believe it or not, temple harlots are allowed to do many things, especially if we disguise our whims with levity. The price of my schooling was real, however. How did you end up here? There, even. Same as everyone. I'm not from the street. My parents gave me away to pay a debt. Don't make that face. Their minds were already damaged. You can only endure so much time in the temple's clutches. What got you into trouble? Loved it. Take it or leave it. The temple issued me a bodyguard license. I was quickly hired, and my client started humping me straight away. And I, fool that I was, grew quite fond of his vibe. So I put up with him, even though I knew he'd end up paying for it. The heart wants what it wants. You tamed the heart. I just didn't want to. I grew too comfortable and got soft. What good would another stinky hawk do me, especially after all I've been through at the temple? His wife betrayed me. It turned out that she just wanted to get back at her hubby for favoring me over her. And she got back at him. Looks like it. She arranged for him to catch up to get us together. The rest is simple. Anyone tries to kill me, I defend myself. His wife is a rich widow now, and I'm here, even though I could have ended up onto the rack. Still. Nice talk. Are you one deal or Frisian fate? Neither. I believe someone watches over all people, but without a specific purpose. Gods or gods don't care about us. I'd be even better if they'd forget about us completely. It'd be even. You're a free woman, I see. I've always been a free woman, even though I had every artifice subjugated to the temple's lechery when I was young. And nice talk. I want you to know that I'm relying on you, Gendy. Whether it makes you happy or not, I rely on you too, Akon. It's nice to work without the usual sniveling and whining. There we go. Slanese is more seductive. Jeanette is more seductive. Kidde losing it. Your skill points are elsewhere. Anatomical drawings, but damn, it's difficult. They are difficult though. Drawing humans for sure. I wouldn't do it well. Because I don't want to learn to draw realistic humans. The heart wants what it wants. It's not really the thing to say there, dude. I had to say it though. Damn, now I'm slightly sleepy. Aw. Well, hopefully not too sleepy. But yeah, bodies are obviously not the problem part, specifically. And yes, just nice talk. That's all we got to say. I like that she was honest, yeah. Yeah, and yes, humans are difficult. I do want to learn, Kira. I gotcha. But I'm just saying that it is indeed difficult. Okay, Bola. When you make camp, Bola's known to pick herbs and brew them into a little pot. Hopefully she doesn't poison your companions. Hopefully not. I saw you brew something in a little pot, seasoning it with herbs and ashes. Who's that brew for? Smiling mischievously. Don't worry, Akon. It's not for you. I haven't decided who it is for yet. It's a love potion, but not the kind that affects the heart. This one invergates the loins, and I know what to do about that. I learned a thing or two in my time. Okay, this woman group is getting more and more into that direction, apparently. Yeah, start with drawing every bone and all. Humans are so easy to draw. What if someone else uses your potion? I'll fill a flask and keep it in my chest. Or did you mean exploiting the lust of others? I'll give a drop to some rich beacon, and then he can hump whoever he likes. But he'll come back to me for the second drop. It's a foul potion, Bola. Why do you say so? It's an old one-deal recipe, nothing like the addictive Rizian invergating elixir. That won't even raise your mass after a year. My potion is joy and pleasure. It's safe to take, even if you're ancient. Drawing skeletons, just no. Mess of all type of parts. Thick girls, lost bondage. Just don't let your hand spill any into the communal pot. Hey! Why would I do that? And I'll only hunt mice near its nest if there's a risk of starvation. But I can manage without my potion. Then to a little bit of a different discussion. Where did you learn to wield a spear? A good person taught me that you must do your best to survive. An attacker can wreck a knife from you, and the same is true on the bow and sword. Spears and sticks, on the contrary, are always handy. You can grab a shovel, a hoe, anything goes. You never know what might save your life. So weird questions sometimes, but I gotta go for them. Did you drive away the customers? You're not nice at all, Akon. I used to kill customers. They sold all kind of things. Some pursued the pleasures they'd been deprived of due to age or bad luck. Others just needed an outlet for their depravity. Do you want to see my scars? I'll let you know if I do. What else can you do? Other than impaling myself on other shafts and impaling the enemy in battle, are you proposing to me? If you must know, I can do almost anything. Cook, clean, sew and knit, cure simple wounds, set bones, read and write, and bear children. At least I think I can have children. Kids, I haven't tried yet. It's not a good time to have children. True. I wouldn't want my child to be born into this. Well, unless magic is involved, why worry about it now? I haven't given anyone a chance to put a bun in my oven. Well, good luck to you, Bola. I could use some luck and patience. A girlfriend of mine taught me to be patient. Imagine being trapped under rocks like she said. Part of you can't help but rejoice at still being alive, although truthfully more often I imagine myself stuck under a filthy sack. As long as you don't end up inside that sack. Okay. That was a weird conversation, but okay. But as for the cartoonist humans, you've been looking into doing them. Comic project in mind, well, I do wish to see it when you go about it with it. Crucial to learn some stuff before plunging into it. Quite a lot of stuff, And yeah, Okay, that's good, Body in her oven. Yes, indeed. Okay, who do I want to be talking first? Janet is dangerous even out of combat. She is selfish, ruthless, and deceitful. You should get to know her better. You're the only one without hope in your eyes. Are you just following the wind? What could is hope? You want to know the truth? I murdered an important temple servant, ambushed him and slit his throat in revenge. After that I cut myself into a pole and they threw me into a dungeon. If not for the raping, I'd have walked free already. If you don't need hope, what do you fall back on? What suspends the bird in the sky? Nothing. I'm just like that. If you get high enough, you can spread your wings and fly above your troubles. You only need to look down from time to time. If you see some prey, you dive. Grab it, rest on a rock, eat it, and then go back to the skies. What do you see from up above? An acorn warrior who doesn't know where he's going, and me, a brainless woman following him, and blood that blankets the earth like an autumn frost. And just like you, Acorn. Our eyes are similarly narrow, but how else do we look alike? Not giving a shit about others, or myself either, to be honest. Were any of your ancestors Acorn? What do you care? Are you surprised that Acorn seeds spreads without the written consent of your council of elders? Are you trying to control another man's seeds as you do your own? So weird discussions. You could acquire protection on the Isle of Shadows. Frisia pales in comparison to what I've heard about your island. Who are you trying to entice? A female breeder or a piece of meat for tempering your plates? Do you believe in those old wives' tales? It's better to overestimate the danger. Such mistakes are more forgiving. Where did you learn to fight? So notice my skills. I studied in the temple as Kendi, but in different way. I saw her there quite often, mostly on all fours rather than studying. Even when studying, she was ready to spread her legs at any moment. I'm not blaming Kendi, just explaining that I'm not like her. Who are you then, Janet? I was taught what Kendi learned the hard way, and more. They were saving me for something special, turning me into a killer, a venomous snake. They taught me various tricks and the mysteries of the bedchamber. Poisons, knives, special strikes. Many things. I was a good student. Why would a temple acolyte need such skills? That I don't know. My mentor said that true power isn't just about strength and station. It's also your sting, and a stinger needs sharpening. That's enough talk. I don't trust you, Janet. Well, that's at least very then honest, the saying that I don't trust you, Janet. What good is belief? You can't spread it on a pret or wrap it around your shoulders. I see right through you, and I'm happy with what I see. It's useless to seduce you, but you won't betray me. Well, that's something. Indeed. Guess they've been traveling a long time, so things start to come to their minds, but still, I almost wish there was a more relaxed pose for them at dialogues. Yeah, 5 women, 2 men, long road ahead, 10% morale. Hell freeze is over before Lo Pheng has any that kind of fun though. Yes, pretty much. This woman might get in danger. Rest, be careful, Kide. I'm trying to do so, yes. Kide, like all good actors, will get in a role so far that we couldn't get our good old Kide back. Nah, it's okay. I always know how to come back. Swarty. Swarty is one of the few people who's always busy even when camping. She's mending her clothes or checking her bowstring. Not exactly sure what voice I'll be doing with her. I noticed you're mending clothes. You're good with a needle. Ooh. Do you think women like me are only good in bed? If I offered you a finger, you'd take a full arm, wouldn't you? That depends on the pay. I've heard various things. I'd think twice if I were you. Even a slave woman's patience has its limits. There's a limit to any man's patience. Ooh. I'm really grateful that your patience ran out in Wodan. I was afraid that you wouldn't even move if they started chewing your leg off. Everyone makes a living the best way they can. And yeah, you're good with a needle and this happens. Author, that graded dialogue or this chapter was very horny at the time. Possibly yes. Every one of these women, and indeed every one of these almost, at the very least almost all of them. Maybe not the red-haired, like the one that we first talked to. The one with the, like, sure, she had a very poorly the robe on her, but I don't think she talked exactly about this sort of subject, but all others, yeah, almost. Did the dark-skinned woman do that too? I don't think she did, but otherwise, at least all of these that we talked afterwards did, for sure. Oh yes, you'll toll and bend over backwards to keep yourself fed. If you want to live, you'd eat shit and say thank you. Are you ready to toil away with a bow slung across your back? That's been on my mind lately. Perhaps I should stop fornicating, huh? What else can you do? You're just looking for company or choosing a 5. If you want a quickie, we'll agree on price. I knew that if I asked that question, she would go into this direction. I knew it. I could have said it already. That she's always going to be mentioning about this because we'd say this. How can you be so predictable, woman? If you want a quickie, we'll agree on a price, but I won't marry you. What did I ever do to you? That's always the way, isn't it? Every ass will ask, what did I ever do to you? Instead of making an effort to do something nice. Yeah, banter is nice, but there are other things to do. I'm not sure if this banter was that nice, but okay, fine enough. It's your life, Swarty. I wasn't thinking anything else. And for that, I'm thankful. Even a woman like me prefers a true word to one that's kind or rude. Yeah. Yes, she's a hooker, I think, too, but, like, this woman definitely at least talk about that. I don't think she did. Well, she talked about that she was was used by that one man, and she loved the woman, or the 5 of that, but didn't really initiate with anything with, like, us or something. She told that story, yeah, but I don't think there was anything with her. But all others then, definitely, very flirty in one way or another. Well, she may be the least, but especially these two. The dark-skinned did very much that. She didn't flirt directly, but she described her history in great detail. Yes, she did describe her history in great detail, more than she would have needed to, but she didn't at least specifically flirt with us. But like I said, that I don't think mentioned anything of a life, because there was talk about her tribe and the matron being buried and all, but these all for a little bit more, yeah. Lo Pheng is as neutral as it gets. He doesn't send that kind of a signal at all. And yes, indeed. Can we return to the main hero? If it was Witcher, we already had Unicorn, 2 broken beds. Yeah, but true enough that her story was way too detailed to just be neutral conversation. 100% more else 10% too, yeah. Let's not think about characters, let's remember that there was a group of Russians who created this dialogue, story and combat system. Shame. Yes, well, you're the only one here that I think is Russian. That's 9% more than we need. Continue journey. Okay, what path do I take? Cursed Ravine would take us to Black Temple, sounds interesting. I guess this triple menhir is where we're heading in. Cursed Ravine, a stretch of a mountain path between the Kellyan Tunnels exit and the Black Temple. It's notorious for its abundance of poisonous herbs and cliff-sized vultures. On the other hand, there's already talk about poisons here, so maybe we shouldn't go into a path where there's even more poisons for people to pick up. The Quimbra path, a dirt road in the steppe occasionally used by the Quimbra to get to the Red Market, or Wodan Road, an ancient way that leads from the city to the Wodan to the Triple Menhir through the Kellyan Tunnel. We have plenty of Strixes at the very least, but where would I like to go? Pretty much if I go to Black Temple, even though it sounds like an interesting place, I then would either go to the Poison Springs or Red Gates. Red Market, we have Hot Springs or Poison Springs. Hot Springs sounds more pleasant. Then there's Kellyan Mine, Cattle Burial Site. Maybe I like that sound. Then the Tipsy Well maybe, and then the Hot Springs or Kellyan Altar, I don't know. Maybe I go to the Kellyan Mine. I'm tempted about the Black Temple, but there's so few options where I can travel afterwards. So I'll go to the Kellyan Mine, I guess. Just for that reason. Wraith walks behind you, struggling to stay on her feet. Her eyes have darkened, and her feverish brow is hot to the touch. You keep an eye on her. The Reaper's curse may be killing her. You halt, noticing a small party of Kells on the road ahead. They track a young, dark-skinned monk behind them with a robe. The mountain dwellers trade in slaves, but no one in Frisia will buy a temple servant. I don't think they're going to sell the lad as a slave, Gendy explains. More likely they're talking him to a Kellyan altar, taking him even. They slit his throat, chant their songs and wash their faces in his blood. That's how they worship their gods. Shall we interfere? I want to interfere. Attack the girls. Lo Pheng does not negotiate with them. Attack the girls. As you near the Gells, a boulder rolls down the slope. The Gells turn, see you, and draw their weapons. Losing the element of surprise will just make the skirmish a bit longer. Overall, a negligible hitch. Yes, truly. Poison springs poison, hot springs lava. I don't know, maybe. So Kendi wouldn't be in this battle, I guess that's okay. Not sure this is going to go well though. But I'll just try to do my best at the very least. Let's bring you there, I think. You're the assassin. You're of course then... At least they're not NCs, I guess. I guess that's something. So I didn't have any that I could use in the first turn anyways. I think you are the one who will go for it. Does not end turn. Just activate that I guess for now. And then just go a little bit forward. And end turn over there. They're using a guard. Yay. Almost killing someone immediately. Well, not quite, but you know. We definitely can't shoot from this far away, which is a shame. Would love it if we could, but definitely we cannot. We're way too far to do anything of the like. Guess I'll just take the spear woman a little bit closer. In the meantime. This is going to be dangerous, I gotta say. I guess I'll just take you a little bit closer to... You're in a kind of on the flank. So we'll see how that will work out. And they use another card, which is just great. Guess I'll take you into here. Unless this turn is going over soonishly, I guess. Okay, he used some of his stamina to get all the way here. I almost wish that I had the counter attack on, but unfortunately I don't, so can't do too much about that. Just get into here then and shoot. Don't think you need to do anything more than just shoot. Take some of the energy out or away. He has some extra defense. Ouch. I don't like that. I don't like that at all, that you can just do a throw like that from all the way over there. Well, guess I can't do much about that. Let's see, what abilities did you have? Stone, piercing case, nearby, near. This is more... yeah, this was the... increases energy. With the other gods... increases your energy by 2. Stealth health. Increases your defense. Okay, let's go into here and do the sunburn, I think. Yep, that's fine enough. At least we can get 1 kill. And we can get some energy, which I cannot think to be a bad idea at all. Ugh, they have those axe throws from really far away. That's very annoying. It's not like I had any idea about that previously either, so it's a little bit... yeah, just freaking great. You can just do that, eh? You can just do that. How often can you guys do those axe throws? Actually, they can do them all the time, apparently. So that's good to know. This might be a place where we shouldn't have archers even, in that sense then. You have the defense, so I cannot kill you that easily anyways. What do you have then? Sweeping blow, armor crack, fine. Don't necessarily want to take you there yet, to be honest. You gotta do something if I want to be keeping you alive, at least pretty soon. Did we have any good second cards? Reduce health by 10 to all enemy units. And reduces energy by 5 to all party members. That would be okay still, but not exactly perfect. Swap health and energy of all enemy units and swap health and energy of all party members. It's a little bit risky. Your energy would be great, but your health is 100% really low if you would do that. So I don't exactly think that to be necessarily the best option. Unfortunately, we can use sunburn so very rarely. This was I could try to do this and just get really far into here and then just have the defense up and ready to go. That might be okay idea, sus. Just have a really good defense when you go into here. So that they wouldn't attack so much against some of the other people, so to speak. So I could try that. I'm just slightly afraid of it. Deal to all adjacent enemies, but that's unfortunately not going to help me kill more people. I would need to get into here if I would want to do that too. So maybe I should try to wait and see if I can have any adjacent enemies, to be honest. At least you can do this from a little bit further away, sure. Just like thinking, what would we wanna do? What would I exactly wanna do? I could do this, it would almost kill you. Maybe I can afford to do that. At least you're almost dead then. Sure, you're going to be in a difficult place, but that one would be almost dead. Okay, and you took all of my energy, which is freaking great. I don't need energy for that thing, yeah, but I guess I should go and try to do this now with you. Unless I could then could strike. Let's do the defense by 42 increase, first and foremost. And then this sudden abuse will kill both of those two, which is not bad. Sure, this guy will be still a problem, but they lose 2. And this guy is almost dead after all, so... That's not that bad. Not great, but not that bad. Okay, that guy didn't want to come and try to attack. That's fine by me. So that guy has the 5 health. Can I hope to kill him? Possibly. Can't really see exactly how well you would be able to kill him. You could probably come into here and definitely kill. I'm just worried about you. You at least still have the defense. So you should be okay-ish. This is still extremely not exactly... This would kill, yeah, this guy, but... Not really that great. Maybe I should just use you and at least get the 1 kill while I can. You will probably die as a result, though. Well... All damage received is still to energy. Yeah, I think that's actually might somehow help you stay alive. Ah, god damn it, this guy isn't killed yet. That's the annoying thing. 1 life left. At least that brought you some health, but yeah. At least that amount of damage, or when you have that defense up, doesn't like get you in any sort of a trouble, if I could say so. You will move forward and we'll get the retaliation. I'm not looking into the chat so much while I'm doing this comp, but I hope that's fine. Yeah, just kill. You can do that. Well, then it's only you acting. Did you check Discord from Sunday? I think I did, but I didn't comment anything during this time. At least that amount of defense is ridiculous. They have a really hard time trying to do anything against him while he has that defense, which is great. Oh yeah, I just didn't notice the comment even though I was meaning to, but yeah, a lot of dogs. Very beautiful dogs, of course, Platonis, certainly. Very cute doggies. But yeah, I didn't notice the comment into that now. Especially before this stream. Okay, good night and sweet dreams, Becky. Hopefully you will be having a good weekend. Hopefully. Archers useless in the game. No, archers aren't useless in the game, but they can be a problem. Problem for sure at times. Well, I guess I'll bring you here. I wanna be trying to do something with you after all. This guy is almost dead after all, too. This guy can still possibly kill someone for sure. He can pretty much kill her, especially, or this guy, but apparently he just wants to be killing this guy, so we're lucky on that. He just necessarily wants to kill Lo Pheng when Lo Pheng has 42 defense and he can't do nothing against 42 defense. But he still wants to. He really wants to. Now it's a good chance to question who do I want to get the kill to, but I think Lo Pheng himself really deserves this kill, I'd say, because, like, seriously. Okay, good night and sweet dreams to you too, Platonis. Hopefully you have a good weekend. And hope to see you maybe then on Sunday. Okay, but we won. We got some more XP, especially for Lo Pheng, but others gained some experience too. This woman is in trouble though. She has already 3 skulls now, so she's in trouble. In the aftermath, you approach the monk you saved. He looks around frantically, wary of his newfound freedom. Who are you? You ask, who are you? You ask with a tilt of your head. Alus. So he's basically a ship, right? He's a ship. In Finnish that would be like a, yeah, certain type of a ship. Not exactly like a laiva, but, or just, depends. Alus nonetheless. But yeah. The monk mumbles apprehensively, a silly smile on his lips. My name is Alus. I'm traveling from Menhir to Menhir at the behest of the temple of the Divine Rat. Do you know where these gels were taking me? Alus, yes, he is a ship. Have you met Alus yet, Satentenho? You cut the monk's ropes, the Agelian altar, where they would slice open your throat, you reply. I saved you. Your life belongs to me now. You'll go where I tell you, to the triple Menhir, that is. You might be useful. Rest assured, I will do your bidding, the monk mumbles apprehensively. Don't let my young aids fool you. I can heal and I know some temple enchantments against evil. Gendy gets your attention. Reed's not getting up. She's feverish, barely alive. I'm afraid we might lose her. Well, we shall at least ask Alus for help, if he can help. You signal to Alus, who rushes to Reed and examines her. Her life is on the line. She's suffering from her terrible curse. Even the men here won't help, though I can't say for sure. You'll have to fashion a stretcher to carry Reed. She mentioned that the triple men here might help her. You need to hurry. Okay, so she is in trouble. Alus, yes, I don't know if that word is used for both ships. Wasn't Alus in Ale in Latvian? I'm not sure. Can't say, sorry. I didn't have any time to play Ash of Course this week because of Rimworld, yes. And Alus could be useful, yes. And yes, that is very understandable for sure, Whis. Well, I definitely would say that you're not gonna be in the next battle, because you're in a very serious health issues. I would have to heal you for sure, to not risk losing you. Bola. Rune of Aim. These runes are usually sewn onto a quiver or hidden inside it. Hey. +1 attack for archers. Sweet. Who as an archer would want to use it? I think I'll give it to Reed. We'll see if she can stay alive. I guess we could heal once, to be honest. Just so that we have a little bit less of these red skulls. So we have plenty of Strixes for the moment anyway, so it shouldn't be too big of an issue. So I need 4 skill points here before I can take something from the level 4. So this is just simply that this would give more energy. Yeah, increases your energy by 2. I do like this, which would be giving more energy because Lo Pheng's energy is so low. Increases your energy by 2 and all damage received is dealt to health. Okay, so like that would be just next rank +2 to the energy. That's good. Afsas. Your energy by 2, then we would get more energy from it. That would be just the stone piercing gaze giving more energy. This would be -3 health to the cost of the ability, 20% attack. Yeah, because it requires 9 health. And this, which I was taking, was the +3 to walking and +15 to health. I don't think that's bad either, even if our energy is bad, but especially if I can get into a very good position and use that extremely good defense, then that could be very good. I guess I'll just take that to the max, so we have even better walking distance and even more health. So, what about you, Alus? You're not a monk. Let's see. Endurance plus more energy. Healing skill, next rank +2 to the health of the target. I like that. Skill inspiration. and increases the energy of a party member. Unlock skill Spirit Strike. Might be the best idea to take that and then just take some more healing, or some healing for you. What about you, Doom? You have no more than just the 1 point to spend, so that will make the onslaught better, but it will also require more of your health. It's good. +1 to walking, you are kinda slow. I'll take 1 more to the walking because you are kinda a little bit more slow than I would like. +1 to the attack distance I like. Power Strike would then be -2 to cooldown plus -2 to activation time. Next rank +1 attack. I kinda like to get you some health because you do die very easily too with your low health, so I think that's okay. Those sort of options anyways. And alus could be useful, yes, anyways. But okay, let's continue our journey. We got a new party member, which is nice. Maybe we'll get to the Killian mine. Lone Vendor, you hear the squeaking of wheels and a peddler cart round the bend. The peddler has no horses, he's pulling the cart by himself. You notice some of your companions greedily eyeing his goods. You stop. I hope you are not thinking of robbing the peddler, you say for all to hear. Janet gives you a long surprised look. She puts her wagon away and raises her hands in frustration. How do I get the goods then? You aren't suggesting I pay for them? Say that goods must be paid for. You're mildly surprised. Did you take anything you fancied from the other vendors before? Or is this feeling of impunity a new development? Janet snorts in surprise. But the war has begun, and the reaping is upon us. We need all the valuables we can get. You shake your head. This battler didn't declare war on you, and if you do, I'll side with him. An army that kills merchants will soon find itself breathless and naked. The peddler, who's been listening on in this conversation the full time, bows to you and success selecting any of his goods as a gift. Unfortunately, you find nothing useful in his cart, so you just bid him a polite farewell. Okay, apparently we have nothing that interests us anyway in there. And yeah, I don't know where is Flame. We didn't say anything for a while, confused Kida. Yeah, indeed, you didn't say anything. So, still awake though, that's something, that is something. And I don't know, Flame did say that he would be lurking more today, and maybe I extinguished his flame, I don't know. Flame is a sneaky one too, for sure. Maybe there was too much flames. Anyways, to the cattle burial site then, next. Yes, Flame is a lurker if he is awake. And here. He could be also just doing something else completely if he is not sleeping. You keep looking back to Reed, who quickly declines until she looks too ill to continue. Her lips whiten, her pupils widen, and a bluish web spreads across her face. You stop to consider your options. The monk, close to fading himself, leans over Reed and makes a helpless gesture. This is not a malady I can cure, but a powerful curse I cannot lift. Reed winces in pain, trying to speak. Her strength fades like water spilled in sand. She can still talk, but you must kneel beside her to hear the faint whispers. Ask Reed how you can save her. This requires a special remedy that we don't have, Reed whispers, or a miracle, but those never happen. You have to lean closer. Reed's voice is so faint that she must nearly brush your ear with her lips to be heard. I know where the Akon's power lies. The sacrificial stones, the sacred Strixes, the spirit of 1,000 generations. It's different where I come from. The Grimra have only one stone. Reed closes her eyes. Her body becomes leaden. You feel the Strixes in the acorn patterns searing your flesh. The most sacred, of which she wasn't supposed to know. The closest guarded secret of the Shadow Clan. Reed's voice echoes in your head. You lower the bodies of Reed's dress to discover a bleeding wound on her chest, a cache left by a relic prized out, an amulet now lost, the dent in a perfect body, a scar from the Reaper's excarnation. Okay, so, indeed, that something has been taken. I don't know how this will work out, but I think I would like to give Reed my own stone. I don't think a regular Strix will work. Probably rekindling somewhere. I must have been too rough on flame. Miracles never happen. That's some positivity right there. Yeah, I think I'll go for this. But it might be trouble for ourselves. Give Reed your stone. You bare your left shoulder, feel for one of the sacrificial stones, and carve it out with a knife. It sears your hand. Your blood scalds your fingertips. You put the stone into the cast in Reed's body. She jerks convulsively, then lies still, as if paralyzed. Color returns to her cheeks, and her breath steadies. The venomous vestiges of the curse begin to fade. You cover the stone with your hand, holding it inside Reed's body and whispering ritual incantation to heal the wound. It seems to work. The prized possession of the Shadow Clan will serve a new master, while you become an outcast. It's impossible to conceal the loss of even one sacrificial stone. That can be a problem. Oh, hello, Leynot. You just showed up and stuff looks serious. Yes, sort of serious. But we're saving someone else's life, but we are giving one part of what makes us part of the Shadow Clan up to do this, which is probably a problem. Gosh darn it, the one woman who didn't flirt with you, and now you save her life. What do you think she'll think of that, kiddo? So you just made yourself an outcast? Yes, so I did. And yes, hello, Leynot. Hopefully you have had a good week thus far. And welcome to the stream, of course. Coming to, Reed notices you and your freshly wounded shoulder. Understanding dawns on her. You did it. You weren't supposed to. What have you done? You close your eyes. Don't tell anyone anything. Pull yourself together. We'll keep going. But remember, now I really need to know how to kill a Reaper. You weren't supposed to do it. Well, I didn't want to lose her now then. You order your companions to set up camp while you dress your and Reed's wounds. You both need a good night's sleep. Whatever happens next, let it happen tomorrow. Days elapsed 1. Strixes lost 21. Party injury level decreased by 1. When morning comes, you discover Reed in a much better state. She's still pale and her hands still tremble, but there's a determined look on her face. Her jaw set. You suspect that she has much to tell you, but you're the first to speak. In a detached manner. You knew it. You knew I could save you. Why didn't you ask me to do it? How could I ask the impossible? I know what the sacrificial stones are. They are the Aegon's most sacred. Your ancestors' valor is preserved within them. Asking you to give up a stone is like asking you to give up your life. It's not something one asks for. Now you will never be forgiven for what you've done. How do you know the secrets of the Shadow Clan? Loyalty increased. The Shadow Clan was founded by the great ancestors, a sword fighter like no other. She passed her skill down to the Aeons. Centuries ago, she left your island and came to the Quimra. She left us, too, long before I was born. Look into the side. Did she teach your ancestors the art of sword fighting? She taught them wisdom. You were saying something about a shortcut. There's a Roman men here on the very outskirts of the Vale of Mercy. All you need to do is be there when it appears and perform a simple ritual involving the spilling of blood. This will transport you to any of the many menhirs of Tereminium, including those closer to the Isles of Shadows. Weren't you in a hurry? A warrior of peace is never in a rush. I've heard rumors of the Roman men here, which the Shadow Clan considers fantasy. If they are indeed true, it would explain the fabled Quimran speed. The Quimra have many secrets. A warrior of peace does not seek forgiveness. A warrior of peace does not forsake his teachings, and you just did. I'm grateful for it. I didn't foresee the curse. When I opposed the Reaper, I hoped to survive. What are you hoping for now? I hope in this reaping doesn't turn the world into one massive burial ground. So, let's continue on our journey. At least she lives, but we are an outcast. So, Sari, are you going to plan to do the same sort of a decision like I did, or are you going to choose to do something different? Another merchant. You see a merchant in the distance, looking like a donkey burdened with bundles. You approach and realize the poor fellow is Palion. He is very talkative and energetic. The merchant laughs. He tells you how the girls robbed him near Tsio, how more girls robbed him near the Tipsy Well, and how he's trying not to get robbed again while taking his goods to the nearest port. His inventory is already pretty thin. You consider and decide to pay extra money for the goods. The merchant smiles and nods, but warns you that he won't be here for long. Well, we are nice. We're gonna pay you some extra then. Rune of Wisdom. They do have actually a lot of cash. Plus 1 XP per battle. I like that. Neprite panels guarded with runes like this one are used by Palian merchants and sailors. They sharpen the mind and help with memorization of the finest details. Energy plus 4 sounds kinda good too. Often used by messengers, these runes boost the speed and stamina of horses. Contains 16 sixes, then sixes. We have a lot of sixes though. We have 2 out of 7 of this card. 2 out of 5 of this. That could be good in the start though. We have none of these. I think I'll buy this stuff. Because I can actually get all of this from this guy anyways, so why not? So, stuns all party members and increases attack by 2 to all party members, but if we do this at the start, that should be decent. It's not too bad to do in the very, very start. And I think I definitely want to buy the Rune of Wisdom. I think that will be an excellent choice. I'm really tempted to just let her die now. Don't know if that's smart though. I don't know either, Sare. Or you could at least try the normal Strixen. Would that work well enough or not? That's a good question. Energy plus 4. Should I get this or not? The silver necklace. Kind of tempted to, because we don't have that much, especially he doesn't have any energy at the start. So it couldn't be bad. Sure, we're kinda using a lot of money on this now, though. But I do think the Rune of Wisdom especially is very nice. To buy or not to buy? Well, maybe I'll get it. Plus 4 energy is pretty good when we had so much money. Rune of Speed would have actually been pretty cheap too. Oh well, too late now. Let's go and see about equipping some of this stuff though. Maybe I'll give both of you these to you, because I would love to get the experience with him especially. Oh, you can't use it. You can't use extra energy. Well, that kind of makes it a lot worse. Woman only can use extra energy then apparently. Energy 20, energy 28, 25. Who would then be the one to use it the best? Loyalty low. So your loyalty is at least high, plus 10 to stats. Most are 0%. You are minus 10% loyalty, and you are minus 10% loyalty. All of these people are completely like, nope, not loyal to you at all. Fine, don't be loyal to me. See if I care. Okay, do I want to use all of these or not? I think I want to keep that, even though it's something that you can use really only in the very late game. Then so 15. Swap health and energy to all enemy units and swap health to energy of party members. It can be very good. I like that too. Maybe I'll take this away. Yeah, maybe. And then I would take this, stun all party members and increase attack by 2 to all party members. This is really only in the activation round 3, but I guess I can try it out if that could work. But that seems really risky when it's something you can do anyways very late, and then it's something that is like, yep, stun, then attack for them. So I'm not sure about that, I gotta say. Check out what Avarus Alus has to say. Yeah, actually. Yeah, the monk seems to want to talk, by the way. Sure, we'll talk to Alus after this. Who wants the energy? I could take Kendi now back into battle. I guess I could take Swarty away. You had low loyalty average, so that's good. Now only basically you are the one with low. So I guess I'll give this to Shanette for now. And then Alus, A. Alus is hiding something. A one deal from Frisia. A monk far from home. All by himself. Talk to me. You were on a pilgrimage, weren't you, Alus? Why were you alone? Were your companions skilled? Frisian monks don't normally travel alone when not in Frisia. Unless they're punished. My penance is to visit 10 different menhirs. Spill my blood on each. It's punishment for expressing my impure inclinations. Impure inclinations? Don't tell me you start to be talking about something similar as the woman's did. Because that's just the first thing that comes into my mind right now. Impure inclinations. I like the game. It's sure the combat could be better, I think. But it's interesting enough. I'm getting better with it nonetheless. But it's not, of course, I don't think it's an excellent combat. But I like the story quite fairly enough. And yes, fair. But yeah. What about you guys? Do you like the story, or do you think just indeed that this is a bad game, or what do you guys think? But I like to... It's nice that there's a lot of different ways that the story can go. You'll have a man flirting with you now too. Yep, that's what I'm feeling. But like that there's the possibility that the character can die, or there's a possibility that you can save the character. There's a... And I'm sure that it will affect how the story will exactly play out. That, for example, I don't remember it was Thor, but something like that, that he died. So how will it exactly affect? How would it affect if you didn't save this woman? And so on and forth. But yeah, what do you guys think? So how many menhirs have you already visited? No. Just a triple menhir. It counts as one as far as I'm concerned. The menhirs in Frisia don't count. You'd be on the road for a while. At least a year. There's just a triple menhir before the One Deal Forest. And there is a reclining one. Then there's the watermen here. The dead men here in Opakum doesn't count. So I'd have to go as far as Ursus. The pains people take to earn forgiveness. You can always choose to starve to death in prison. The Primarch of our temple promises that will grant your privileges when you reach the god's altar. Why did you become a monk? It wasn't by choice. My parents handed me over in lieu of payment to temple tithe. They had no choice. Vandals have difficult lives in Thracia. Despite all the hardships, I'm not complaining. Everyone chooses their own paths. Tell my parents about it. My mother drowned in tears because of me. My father destroyed his body with manual labor. Did you actually choose to be what you've become? I could have chosen death. I'd have chosen death if I'd been the only one to die. Well, are you hiding anything from me? Do you want the details? Once a month they bring young women to the temple to help the monks release the tension in their loins. I personally wasn't interested in the female body, which vexed the Primarch. I knew it. I knew it. I think the story, at least to this point, has been pretty nice. I like the music and visual style. The traveling is neat too. And of course the music is very nice and it's very beautiful art style. Torn was his name. Very close to Thor, but Torn. I miss too much of the story at times, but it's mostly for the gameplay of it. How are you trying to keep characters alive? It's not really about the story, it's more about the survival game at this point. Yeah, that too. How many of these characters were sold by their guardians? Many apparently. Yeah, called it. Do you have other inclinations? I have to ask. Forgive me, Aegon, but that's not your concern. I suppose you're right, but it seems to me that you're holding something back. Yes, my friend was a young monk just like me. He died from overextension. I lost my temper when talking with the Primarch. Prior to sending me on this pilgrimage, they lashed me 200 times with salt. To this day I can't sleep on my back. Well, that is a few times. Well, pray that the gods grant us luck when you have time. What do you ask for when you pray? I pray to strengthen my resolve. My ancestors, Vandir shamans, disapproved of asking the gods for anything a man can achieve on his own. Okay, that's good. Everyone is interested in Lo Pheng. He is not interested in anyone. Yep, that too. Tipsy Well is kind of interesting. I probably want to go there more than Killian Altar. Hungry Path, the path of final pilgrimage. A mortal choice for anyone daring to take it beyond the Frisian road. An ancient way that leads from city of Woe down to the Triple Menhir to the Killian Tunnel. I wanna go to the Tipsy Well. It's too funny of a name. The Hungry Path. There's a Drunken Path. Tipsy hick. Yep. Days elapsed 1. Lost 21. Okay. Smells from a mobile kitchen lead you off the road. Do we now use more Strixes because we gave that one to the woman? I wonder. You survey the area atop the nearest hill and discover a Frisian camp surrounding a well in a shallow valley. Yes. There are 3 tents, several poles with Frisian pennants, an assembly area marked by trampled ground, and a scaffold for corporal punishment. It is a rally point for Frisian detachments, Shannet whispers. Obviously supplies and ammunitions are in those tents. We could sneak in through the bush. The supplies would certainly be useful. You know that you're the only one capable of this feat, but is it worth the effort? Any ideas, or do you have what do you want to do? Do we go for a raid or not? Do we go for the raid or no? Denska. Any opinions? Any opinions? To do or not to do? Organize a raid or reject the idea? We certainly haven't done anything of alike before, but I guess these are specifically enemies. So it's a little bit different to sneak or not to sneak. Hey, there's Flame! Did you hear my previous talks and just ignored them? About extinguishing flame and so on and forth? Or not? I don't know. Suddenly, a wild flame appears. Wait, why are they right away planning on raiding it? I don't know. You'll blame me for the rest of your life if I say yes. So I guess I can take the blame. Yes, raid. Good, good, Kissinekko. I'm glad that you can take the blame for the future. That's good. We can go for it then. That's good. Don't know, do you want to battle? Well, we are doing it now. You head for the camp, picking your way through the hillside brambles. Okay, so search leftmost end, check the central, then search the rightmost end, or leave the camp. So, what do you want to do? Right, left, central, or leave? Which one? I guess Vissinekko can be the one to choose now. Besides, we can still leave, so to speak, but it would be kind of not worth it to just leave when we are starting to organize this. Alrighty then. Okay, Vissinekko. Choose. Left, right, or center? Which one? Right, obviously the right choice. Okay, we'll go to the right. Search the rightmost tent. Inside the tent, a Frisian commander sleeps on a row of chests. Chest this large could hold the treasure of an entire legion, not just a single detachment. Strixes glimmer on the necklace around the commander's neck. So, do you want to stun the Frisian commander or try to open the chest carefully? Everyone gets pumped up for raid, then just, let's leave, yeah. Another victory for logic, yes. Yes, indeed. So, what do we want to do? Do we just stun, or do we just open the chest carefully? Or try to get the necklace around the commander's neck? Open his chest? Stun. Hey, there's two different opinions now. Tajunta, Sare, tell me which one to do rather, because at the moment there's one for each. Stun and open his chest. Question mark from Flame, after all, Flame Rushi. Can't make a decision like this if there's two different opinions. Nah, I wasn't talking about the game. Okay, open his chest. Just about opening this guy's chest. Like, open his chest in a different way. Just then, taking his heart out. I was wondering, like, in that way. There's just a problem that chest is in a couple of ways. I'd say try and go sneaky. What does that mean? Does it mean stun the Frisian commander? Or do we go with just what Vissinekko said first, as in stun? I guess we should be going with the first one then. Stun, right? I'll wait for confirmation from Vissinekko that we will indeed go with the stun. Okay, stun. Stun the Frisian commander. You pinch the commander's pressure point, sending him from sleep to unconsciousness. Well, I guess we will take the necklace and open the chest then. Or will we just take the necklace and leave? Well, that's a good question. He wakes, certainly stun him. Yeah, that's what I was also thinking, that it's probably safer to stun him. Because otherwise there's a risk that he will awaken. When you stun him, there's no such risk. But loot both or loot only one? No one understands me. Why no one understands you? We open the chest. Okay. Take the necklace and open the chest. You snatch the necklace, then open the chest. Inside is a vat of documents, a purse full of gold, and an itinerary outlined on a map. You take all of it and quickly leave the tent. So, do we want to risk more, or is rightmost end enough of a loot? That's the next question. Is that enough, or do we want even more? Well, I didn't say that I would, but I had to make sure. This is just kind of funny to ask now. We're good, let's go. Okay, everyone else okay leaving? We did get one good tent after all. So maybe we should leave while we got pretty good stuff. That's the question. Is that enough for us? More loot for Koneassa. Koneassa wants more loot. Do you, truly? Is that a good idea? Yeah, let's not get greedy. More saying that not getting greedy. Let's not risk it. Okay, we'll leave the camp then. Too many votes for that, unfortunately, Koneassa. No one else wants the loot. Although, Kone has a point. Yes, Kone does have a point too, but I guess we're leaving then. Yes. Yes. I'm just like, I'm counting to 10, and then if I don't see any more comments, I'll go, but I want to see you fail, so I'm a little bit conflicted. I would say loot then, but I'll abstain. Okay, Flame Rushi wants to abstain. So, any more, or anyone says anything more in 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. No one made it. No comments. Not even yet, so we shall leave. Too many votes for that. Wow, we got 8 Trixies. We got at least 500 gold, which is okay. You've already risked your life enough times today. You decide to leave the camp and continue your journey. Well, those are some fast seconds. Flame doesn't want to get his hands dirty, in this case at least, so it seems. So, we can go with the Drunken Path to the Kellyan Altar or the Hot Springs. What about the Drunken Path? Before it was patrolled, this was the path of choice for all Frisian and Kellyan drunkards. That's good to know. Through the Tipsy Well, from the Red Market through the Tipsy Well to the Kellyan Altar. What is the Kellyan Altar? A lone cliff that looks like a menhir, but isn't. The Gels believe that pouring blood over it for 1,000 years will transform it into their very own Kellyan menhir. And Hot Springs, the geyser valley in the southern foothills of the Parthian Mountains, attracts lepers and cripples, a breeding ground for infection and a gathering point for the thousands of hapless men and women hoping for a cure. That doesn't sound actually that promising. Maybe we should go to the Kellyan Altar then, rather. Sure, let's travel a little bit on the Drunken Path. At least for the moment. A Kellyan noble, a group of Gels comes into sight on the road ahead. Their rich garments are either that of a city magistrate or a tribal leader with his entourage. One of the Gels waves and dismounts to greet you. Swarty narrows her eyes and draws an arrow from her quiver. "I'm gonna drive my arrow into your stomach, you scum," she hisses, "on your throat. You got me in the market, hauled me to your house, and humiliated me for 2 months. You beat me, you raped me, then broke my leg and threw me to your lackeys. I thought I would die. So did you. But I lived and woke up in a dump." Well, I can understand the anger from Swarty. She will definitely be less loyal to us if we stop her, but we will definitely have a fight in our hands if we don't stop her. And as such, I don't know how much more bad stuff maybe the others have done, but of course that's not very nice, what she is describing there. Sounds infectious, yes. I'm still taking blame for that raid, even if it's a positive one. Good, Viseneku. That's good. It's your fault that we didn't get enough loot. I was expecting hot springs to be a place for relaxing. I was thinking so too. Seems like a personal issue, but yeah, it does seem like a personal issue. I'm not sure if I should be allowing her to just do this or not, to be honest. It's really 50-50. Because I can understand 100%. You're the boss of the group though, yes. So we are. Any ideas from you guys? What would you choose to do? Stop her. She will definitely be unhappier, but on the other hand, maybe that's okay. Fine, let's stop Swarty. You command Swarty to stay back until you find out what the girl's agenda is. Once he's close enough, the gel disdainfully tells you that he's seen you in Wodan, at Pelkosoturi's side. The gel is looking for the leader of his tribe, who vanished when leading an emissary to meet Pelkosoturi. He'd be grateful for any news of his leader or of the recent events in Frisia. The gel's companions prepare for battle. We can't trust these Highlanders, I suppose. No, we say. We can't trust these Highlanders, I suppose, you say to Swarty. Swarty knocks an arrow. If you ask me what my last wish was, I'd say to kill this cell. I don't know what I'll do now that my life missions has been accomplished. And the arrow pierces the Kel's throat. The man falls, gurgling for air. Swarty jumps up and starts stabbing his face with a knife. Well, that's a little bit bloody. Skirmishing is now unavoidable, leaving Swarty to relish her revenge. You just rush to intercept the remaining cells. Well, that's good. So you can just do that in the meantime. She is even busy. You can't click her, so click her in the battle, that is. So she will just do that and we'll go in the meantime to fight. Yeah, so he dies anyways. I agree with this. You have to keep her in line. And yes, Pelkosoturi. Stop her. I'm a little unaware of Pelkosoturi's origin. I think I fell asleep when he came along. It was always going to happen, but at least you tried. You did come around soon after, when we were introduced to Pelkosoturi, but yeah, you kinda missed exactly that point, sadly enough. We do have you even. We only have one archer right now, which I'm not 100% sure if I like. But kinda would like to know how far your axe throw can go. Not sure. Well, I guess this is okay. Yes, this can be okay. So, what sort of bonuses can you do? Increases the health of a party member, increases the energy of the party member by 5, and increases your attack by 1. I think I'll give that to him actually, because you really can use some more energy. I think that will be just fine. He came quite a bit forward. You unfortunately cannot quite get that far. You can at least shoot, so I guess I'll just do that with you at least. Make a shot. Probably just a normal shot though. Yeah, just take some of his energy away. It's a decent amount of energy away from him at least. They're definitely coming closer as it is though. You could just barely get into here if I go and take you all the way there. Increases your energy by 27, but does cost your health by 2, and walking distance by 1, does not end turn. Sure, I think that will be okay. Sure, some others can maybe attack you then if I take you all the way here, but maybe that can be okay, specifically if I just do some good skill with you. I already started to do the turn with you anyway, sort of. Reduces defense of an enemy unit. Stuns the target. Let's take almost all of his energy at the very least then. It's a little bit risky having him all the way there though, or her, having her all the way there, for sure. At least that guy didn't make it, which is something. Guess I'll just take you forward on the other hand in the meantime. I'm just like trying to think where all these guys could go. Don't want to use extra energy into going into here for now, I'd say. Let's just get into here and get some extra defense for you. I think is fine. Just some pompous aristocrat Lo Pheng served. Yes, sort of like that. That wasn't too bad. Let's move. And then... yeah, let's just activate that. So all damage will be for the energy. I think that will be okay. Just throw some knives at that one. I don't like that you took all my energy. So this was the one with the sunburn. This is stone piercing case. Reduces attack of an enemy unit by, but you can do it only for close anyways. Sunburn probably is still the best one to do first as such, just because of the fact that it can give you some of that energy. Yeah, let's do that first, I think. After that, then we'll look into other stuff, I'd say. Yeah, you're almost dead after that nonetheless, and all your energy is gone, so it's pretty okay. Already a second card that we could be using as an idea at the very least. I do not like the fact that you were able to throw from all the way down there, but fine. I guess that's fine. Let's just move here and get this defense so that possibly you can make it. And then we're just gonna do this Way of the Altar of the Gods. Yep. It's the deals 6 damage to health and reduces defense. Wasn't it that one that does damage to everyone nearby? No. And health to all adjacent units. This is the one that I was meaning to say that I would wanna do. Because that is a really nice amount of damage, and you do still have very great amount of defense. I don't like the fact that that guy's moving, but on the other hand, as long as they wanna kill Lo Pheng when he has this amount of energy, I'm not too annoyed of that, to be completely honest. Not too annoyed of that. I could probably just take you into here and go and start attacking against this low health one, I'd say. You wouldn't kill it, would you? Basically all of these are supposedly just... okay, that way you can kill it. Good. It's fine enough by that. You're the one that cannot act yet. I'm kind of afraid of anyone who is... but like, that's so stupid of them to try to kill Lo Pheng when he has that defense up. Like, truly. It's very stupid, but they still just have to try to do it. They just have to try to do it. Counter-attack. Yeah, this one. Let's just take some of your energy and your future away, so there's less people you can attack, but you did get stunned, so you cannot even act next. That's so stupid of them. Why are they doing that? That doesn't make any sense to me, but fine. I'm okay with it. Just very strange to me why they just constantly want to be doing that attack when they could actually choose to do something else, but fine, fine. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to kill you unfortunately with that, but I can kill this guy, so I think I will. No, I accidentally chose the freaking energy when I wasn't meaning to. That's the most annoying thing when you do something too quickly. Almost all of these guys are dead, so... guess that's something. Yes, just kill it. Don't do something else stupid. Just kill. Just kill it. They just really want to get rid of Lo Pheng when he's in a situation that they just simply cannot hope to do such a thing, but they still really would want to do it. Really would want to get that done. Fine, just come into here, I guess, and give some extra heal or health. You just really want Lo Pheng to get all of these kills, don't you? That's like truly the truth. I guess I'll get the kill with you, I think. But yeah, in that way, if you use the Lo Pheng, it's pretty easy. Just having that. It's fine, it's fine. It was always going to happen, but at least you tried, yes. Indeed. They don't see the stats. Apparently not. Well, Lo Pheng at least definitely gets more experience. So I'm happy with that. If we gain some item too? Question mark. I didn't notice the look properly. Maybe we did? Yeah, Lo Pheng is so like invulnerable in that status when he has that defense. It's like... It's so stupid of them to go and try to attack. Okay, it takes 1 energy minus but health plus 4. I could give this to our archer, I think that would be better choice. She still has decent amount of energy and health for archers are so low-ish that it's definitely still nice to get that. And we get some experience, so that's nice. Skill point, 1 more that we have to put somewhere. So this is -3 to health because of the ability. More energy from these. Increase your energy by 2. I guess I'll take this. So, because this is the one that we use all the time. So -3 health cost to the cost of the ability. 20% attack. Seems like an okay idea. Nonetheless. Next time we can take something from here. Because we are actually gaining pretty good. Yeah, pretty easy victory even, I'd say. So, Lo Pheng is making it extremely easy for us. I think the attack distance is definitely still the one that I'd say is the best for an archer. Even though I would love to get more health, and especially the focus seems to be good. Increases your health by 16, requires 16 energy. It does seem good because she uses health after all when shooting. But still, when you have more attack distance, I think that's just really good as an archer too. Bola apparently gained also a level up at some point here. Most of them gained a level up. So you had that. +5 to the defense. So skill onslaught. And pushes back an enemy unit by 2 tiles. And then it would give a little bit of a defense. As I understand. Yeah. In effect until next turn. It's okay. At least then she has more of a chance of actually staying alive. So you had the clout. When an enemy unit dies, that is nice. -3 to defense of the next target. Energy and attack. Maybe I'll take you some attack. Seems okay. Then Swarty is also a bow person, so yeah, just take some more bow. I'd say it's good. Alrighty. Why are those girls so smug? I don't know. They just like to be smug. You know? They just like to be smug. Don't know what else to say about that. Okay, just continue on the Galleon altar. Our Strixes are lower than I would like. Okay, that picture looks good. Something towers in the distance, giving off the sweet scent of decay. When you reach the strange landmark, the reality is worse than you feared. The man-made structure in the middle of the steppe is tall as 4 men, and made from poles and spears bound with rope. Naked, mutilated human bodies have been impaled on the poles. Some have had the skin ripped from their faces. The sight makes some of your companions sick. Reed slowly walks around this macabre structure. It's a new sanctuary. 24 corpses in all. somewhere skewered alive. You can see scratch marks on the bark on the bowls. The lower tier are all shells, but I can't see for above them. It would take at least 100 shells to do this. Maybe more. I've never heard of rite like this. It's sheer madness. You wonder who'd know about the strange building. Janet, Candy, or our own memory? Sweet scent of decay says not one ever. Almost all of them seem to be a bit smug, but I guess they kind of are that way, so it's fine, yeah. Your cat is making a seal impression again. Aw, indeed. Yeah, it's fine. I like their smugness. You like their smugness. Good, good. I don't recall who could be the one to know best from this. Jeanette is the one that always likes to steal stuff and so on and forth. I'm like trying to... She could be someone that could know. Candy might know. I don't remember. I guess I could ask Jeanette. You see Jeanette circling the building, looking intensely at the corpses. What are you hoping to find? You ask. Do you know something about this? Jeanette snorts. I don't know anything. Just admiring the pantless man. I always knew that the size of manhood has nothing to do with height, length of the nose, or anything else. Just look at that giant with his peapod, and that shorty with the veritable plowshare on him. Seriously? Seriously, Jeanette? Seriously? The woman looks around. There's not a single girl in there. Nothing to be afraid of. Good, good. That's what you take out of that. Good. Yay. Good. Good. I'm so happy I asked her opinion. I'm so happy. Visineko is also like ... I would be too, and I am. Reed walks around the structure again. It almost looks like a tower. It took several days to build. And look, they are fastening for more poles and corpses up top. The Kellyan tracks fan out in different directions. Probably groups going to fetch more building materials. Examine everything one more time. The redhead suddenly beckons you to the side. She's found a basalt slab with a crude inscription scratched into its surface. Reed leans over them. The language is Kellyan, written in Rasian runes. It says that the demon's tower shall be constructed in 10 days. That's a tire a day. And that all roads are to be blocked while live bricks are harvested for construction. I guess it's good that we killed some of those men on the way from this direction. Went to the bathroom, what did I miss? Oh, you missed a lot, I gotta say, you missed a lot. I have no words for you, Janet, no words. Yeah, that's what you get for asking her. You should have known. Admiration of dead people? Yeah, in short, you missed a lot, yes. Or very little, depending on which one of the ladies you ask here, yes. Oh my. Should we hide and wait it out? Or burn the half-finished tower and leave? Because we could be trying to, because they will kill more. They will just start again if we burn it. I think hide and wait it out might be better, but I don't know if it means that we will hide in the way of actually trying to kill the ones that are constructing this or not. What's the idea? But yeah, she was so interested to see the fact that the giant can have a very small one, and a very small one can have a big one, and so on and forth. You get the idea. So that Janet figure was admiring these sort of things and wondering and all that. So, you know from that Tayunta well enough. No more. I might as well go to sleep. Totally. Totally, Tayunta. You should get out. Rotting corpse smell is poisonous, but oh well. Gotcha. Well, I definitely will at least burn it if I leave. Visineko, but it's just a question. Should I just... I would think that hide and wait it out might mean that we could kill the people that are actually constructing this. But I guess it will take also Strixes from us, so... Maybe we should just burn it then and leave. At least we saw this freaking tower, I guess. Okay, I guess we could do this. By the way, what's the plan for the Borderlands? Will we be starting it next week? Yeah, next week then probably, if we Sineku can too. I can't say no to burning. I was hoping that, Flame. I was hoping that to be the case. Okay, burn the half-finished tower and leave. You drench the structure in oil and set it on fire. The corpses catch fire surprisingly quickly, and the tower soon starts falling apart behind you. Your arson doesn't go unnoticed. About half a league down the road, a large band of shells catches up with you. That's totally a-okay. We can kill you. So what were we playing on Sunday, other than Mass Effect? RimWorld. I can play RimWorld and then Mass Effect, I'd say. Next week is maybe good for everyone. Will and Scatters, yes. We'll see if it's good for everyone. If not, I think it's anyways a good idea that we have some game that we can play if we can't make it Borderlands. Like, if someone has something else to do, then we can go and say that, okay, well, we'll play RimWorld then. It's probably a good choice. So we have one archer, we have this woman. I guess that's fine. I kind of like the spear woman too, but yeah. It is a big group though, so this will not be the easiest thing for certainty. But, well, we'll see. This is an interesting way we have to be here though, I gotta say. Okay, I guess that's okay. And of course we have our cards, regardless. You can definitely increase energy of the party member, as in Lo Pheng's energy increase. It's nice, so you can do that immediately. Even just having some energy in reserve is a good idea, I'd say. That guy moved. What else do we want to do? We can't do any guard, of course, at this point, which is kind of fine. Guess it's you that should be moving first then. Yeah, sure. Can I increase your defense? Yeah. None of them is able to really come and attack you straight, I would assume, so that should be fine. Someone we may try to go and throw an axe at you. Maybe. One of these in the front. Some of these guys do have shields and some do have throwing axes, so that is something to more so worry about, I'd say. Let's have some extra walking distance. It's not like it's going to be a lot anyways. And then just end here. Hey, thank you for sharing my channel, Moon Droplet. Anyway, super hyped to get playing it. Yeah, it's good. RimWorld was great. Sadly, I won't be around this Sunday to watch it though. That is a shame. Wait, Borderlands, RimWorld, Border Rim, Land World. Yes, Border Rim, Land World, yes. And yes, you will be missed, Ayunda, of course. And yes, and Visinek will be missed. That's why we originally already planned that we will not be starting it this weekend, so... Yes, many are missing. Yes, it's good that you guys will be back next week. Then so few people will be around then, yep. Wish and Ayunda not being on stream, yes. It's a sad thing. It's a sad reality. Very, very sad reality that we have to be living in. Well, you could go and move far, yeah, but it's not like there's anywhere to really move really well, so just move a little bit. And there's nothing really to do. That definitely I don't want to do. All damage received dealt is to health. Yeah, no sense to do that either. We'll just move a little bit at least forward. That guy seems to be wanting to come and throw an axe immediately. That was a lot of health loss. At least there's one good thing, our archer can do something next. Because of that move. That would of course deal more, but your energy will at least be very low, so that's something. Well, I wish you a happy visit. Yes, hopefully it will be a good visit. And yes, thank you, Moon Droplet. You're welcome. I hope you have a good stream tonight. Sadly, I can't hang out because I desperately want my bed. Yep. Oh, no worries, Moon Droplet. Good night and sweet dreams to you then. But thank you very much for the host. See you. Well, I think I can definitely use you first and foremost. So I would have to walk there to be able to actually do the nice health bonus, which is a shame. Unless I want to just increase energy. This is of course something I could still do. Just increase some energy. I'm kind of unsure if I should be just doing this to Lo Pheng, but on the other hand, Lo Pheng is very useful, so increasing his energy is definitely not the worst idea regardless, I'd say. Ow. She really is suffering right now from all those axe throws though. So that will be killing almost quite a few almost. These axe throwers are the biggest pain for sure in here though at the moment, so I guess I should just go here with you for example, and I don't know, I should just do something to at least try to kill them, or I could just move all the way into here and try to kill these two and then just take the very good defense and so on and forth. It will be risky, just for the fact that we would be taking you into an area where you definitely will be getting attacked a lot, but on the other hand, being able to kill two of them and being very much in a good position, killing two of the axe throwers specifically will not be a bad idea anyways, and you are at least second one to act this turn, so it will be a while before you have to be acting next. So at least we got those two. Then this guy definitely needs to be killed so that there will be no more axe throws that will be pretty much killing us. At least you have to be the one to move next, which is kinda good. So, who could be saving you? Can you do a killing shot to this guy? You can, so I think I'll just do that then, so we don't have to be worrying about him coming and throwing his axes all the way over here. I think I'll do that. Silver lining then, food. Speaking of food, I'm a little bit hungry, but I shouldn't eat anything anymore today, it's too late. Okay. I can understand. And yes, Moon Droplet was very nice. Might be a nice name for a gaming studio too, or just any studio in general. Yeah, definitely. So you came all the way here, eh? That's totally a-okay by me. I'm like worried about her health, definitely the most. I can take you maybe into here to attack Ratter and then just increase your counter attack on the other hand. Yeah, your stun I think is totally fine. Sure, you won't do a lot of damage to this guy, but it's okay. At least he's stunned. So he won't be a problem for a while. Gladly, these guys don't realize what they're getting into. Like at all. You can do hardly anything. I don't know, maybe I should just keep you on the background to just begin with, because you're just really in a trouble. 100%. I guess I'll just keep you here to start killing this guy a little bit, slowly but surely. You can't actually even deal damage with that though. That's annoying because I thought that we would be, but this will not deal damage because you have that So I may try to do that, but it will not do a damn thing. Well, I guess I will throw them, even though it will do nothing. At least we gain some health from that, I guess. Yeah, he has too much defense. At least these guys really can't be said to be understanding exactly what they're doing. I might actually try to attack this guy just because you can actually get the good attack in slash get some of his defense down, because it's not like these guys are getting anywhere over here, so that's at least okay. Let's move with you first. Yeah, you can still activate that. And just reduces defense. Yes, that's the one we need to do if we want to be getting him actually damaged at some point. Okay, someone was increased health, which is kind of fine. You will have that defense for quite a while after all still, so that's totally fine. I guess I could do this again with you, to be honest. No, actually no, because I just moved with you. Silly me. This is of course especially good damage, so I guess we'll see how much you will be able to take him down with this. Almost completely, but not quite. But he won't be able to do anything anyways for a while, so it's okay. It's A-okay. Well, I guess you could just come and bring some life to the archer for the moment. Yeah. So she won't be dying as quickly and easily. At least they're all trying to do this. And for the moment at least, your health looks -6. How the hell are you alive? I don't quite understand. How are you supposed to be alive if your health is -6, but okay. Fine enough. I'm not quite sure I understand, but fine. I guess. You can still attack from this distance, so I think I will just do that. Ooh, exhausting shot. By 5. But that would only be for 1, unfortunately, and not far enough. This you can do future, but that's of course not that much of a damage, but I don't know. Can you actually kill this guy? No, it was 6 now, but it looked like -6 before, but okay. It's fine. That's fine then. Ah, you were alive still. I didn't notice, Luke, that you were actually still alive. That's annoying. Well, I was thinking that you were stunned, so I thought that you wouldn't actually be able to act, but most clearly you were able to act. Well, at least you're the first one that acted, I guess. Fine. Zombies. Yes, almost like zombies. Kinda want to know what would Candy say about Tower Dead People. I don't know. She was the one with the detailed backstory, right? Yes. I would like to know it too. Her reaction would just be probably that's detailed, maybe. Yes, Sanon's reaction was already yeah. This is kind of very strange, but it does of course mean that we wouldn't be moving anywhere, but does it mean that it actually would... I'm not sure. Health of all enemy units and reduces energy of all. I guess this could be okay. We would kill the one, and you have still plenty enough of energy, so why not? Why not? You're totally A-okay still then. They very much try. That I can give them. They try. They try their hardest to kill Lo Pheng, but they very much don't succeed very well, could I say. You really can't do any damage to that guy, can you? With this you can do a little bit, but pushes back a target by 2 tiles means that you will be pushing all of them. I don't know what that would mean on his defense, so maybe I shouldn't do that, because I'm kind of afraid of that idea nonetheless, though Lo Pheng is doing really well, so it's not like it should be that big of a danger. Yeah, that would be a bad idea. Okay, well, receives, yeah, all damages received is dealt to health is okay. That's totally a-okay. Doesn't end your turn even. Yeah, you can do the sunburn. That's totally a-okay. Kill the other one, preferably. No, you can't kill it. Fine. Not with the sunburn anyways. It's not like you can kill, I'm pretty sure, him now. Though you do have a lot of attack, but still. Well, I lost one person because of my silliness, but it's not too big of an issue. So Tiger's Eye. These gems have been used as amulets since time immemorial. It is thought that they absorb energy from the earth and pass it on to their wearer. That's a-okay. I'm fine with us being gods, Visse. No need to correct that. We got... we got enough detailed reaction from Shannon. God. Well, you are gods, yes. Well, we'll continue, I guess. Apparently we weren't even in the Gellian altar yet, which is kind of surprising. You travel through the uninhibited lands, unkept trees and bushes line the roadside. Without warning, Reed throws her bow, quiver and her travel back down, and bows to one of the trees. Several people lie motionless by the tree, gravely wounded or dead. Reed fusses over them for a while, then gets up and signals for you to stay back. She returns carrying 2 colored braids decorated with trixies that she's cut from the corpses. She doesn't say anything, but her eyes swim with tears. Her lips tremble as she breathes in ragged crabs. I guess we shall talk to Reed later. Trixies received 5, yay. Reed's shoulders shake with silent sobs, and she keeps looking back at the corpses you left behind. You remain silent. Everyone deals with their own grief. Some burdens can't be shared. You give the Quimran about an hour to herself. I know that one cannot bring back the past, Reed says in response to your stare, but you can still see it. One of the men killed near that tree was my childhood friend. He and his companion were murdered by NCs, the very people they came to rescue and free from their curse. Thanks for the silence, Acorn. As you wonder how to comfort your companion, she suddenly starts to humming the same song she did in Vodan. Somehow, her voice grows stronger, instilling confidence in all who hear it. Yay. Now we need to sing Rocky Team, Eye of the Tiger and all. Yeah, that's a good idea, I'd say. Tiger Eye, who do I want to keep it to? Maybe I'll give it to... Lo Pheng, actually. No, Lo Pheng can't take it that either. Fine. No Lo Pheng then. You take it. I don't know who takes it. Lo Pheng can actually... Yeah, you have 4 points, so you can get something in here. So Sunburn would just be -1 to cooldown. I do like that. It does have a long cooldown though, so -1 wouldn't do that much yet. Then this is next rank -1 cooldown too. Then this on the other hand would be also -1 to cooldown to this, increases your energy by 2 and all damage received dealt to health. It also has a long cooldown at the moment. Cloud Tower increases your defense by... Ooh, but yeah, I guess I'll give it to this because this is a really cool one. Yeah, if I haven't... To be honest, no fights have lasted this long yet that it would ever be able to use again. So I'm kind of wondering, should I actually put it there or should I just give something more into these things? +1, +2 energy, minus cost in health. I don't know. None of them completely feel that correct with things, but I guess I'll just give you that. Oh, Lo Pheng would have actually even more points, fine enough, but let's give you the .2 somewhere. I guess I'll unlock the focus. Increases your health by 16, so I think that's good, because usually speaking you use a lot of health in that specific very good arrow. Doom, Shanette also gained a level up. +1 to attack. Power Strike, -2 to cooldown, -2 to activation time. So you could actually use it immediately. I kinda like it. It is a very powerful attack, it's just dangerous to take you far with it because it requires a lot of health, so I'm not sure if I want to take it. +1 to attack. How much health do you have? Let's see. Shanet's health is 25. I do think you could use a few more health, to be honest. Cause, yeah. 3 points put into there then. Doom, on the other hand. To be honest, let's just get some more walking. You will just be able to walk better. Isn't that a great skill? This Eye of the Tiger, yes. 20% morale. Yay, awesome. Those are some cool musical notes too. I do so many song references that I've saved Unicode note characters. Good, good. Okay, what to do then? +2 health for the target. +2 to the energy of the target. So it gives more energy. Sure, let's get that then. You get all those 3. And Lo Pheng still has a skill point to use somewhere. Maybe I'll do this. 40% attack. Not that I know if that's even that important, but at least it requires very little health now. So it's at least going to be very easy to use. The battle with this group has been at least easy now. I'd had so much more difficulty at one point, and now it's been so easy when I've just put him into that 40 defense, just standing around. The triple men here is up next though. An ancient way that leads from the city of Wodan to the triple men here through the Gelian tunnel. Now, more tunnels then, eh? Okay, you continue your journey until you sense an enchantment on the road ahead. It feels like a brewing thunderstorm, but the skies above are clear and still. You stop and scan the horizon for any signs of danger. It almost feels as if there's a battle raging nearby. If so, you'd be happy to avoid it. Reed picks up on your anxiety. There's a sanctuary nearby. Gelian shamans wasted many Strixes there, soaking them in the victim's blood in an attempt to make more. That's why that place attracts the NCs. And when you say NCs, I think the Quimra. Outside the Reap time you almost never see NCs, but I visited this place a couple of times. It's not on any map, but it can't be more than 3 leagues away now. Reed definitely gives us a lot of information though, like if we let her die, we definitely would be missing a lot of info. Your Steam is weird, it's going everywhere between 0 and 5. Okay, that's strange. You rack your memory for something relevant you may have read in the ancient manuscripts. However, it seems that you'll need to help finding the solution. So, whose opinion do we want to ask for? Reed, of course, is the one already who told us about this. Gendy, I don't think she's the one we want to ask. We could ask Alus, I guess. So, do you want to go for the ship, Alus, or Reed or Gendy? I'll let you guys say your piece. If there's anything you would like to do or prefer to do, preferably. Mostly it stays at 0s. Yeah, that is slowly. Rate seems reasonable. At least I don't think that there's going to be quite the same sort of stuff as we had in the previous conversation with the one woman in that one place, so I think Reed too. Alrighty, sure, let's just talk to Reed more. Ask Reed's opinion of the menace. Reed looks at you confused. What danger are several Gelian daughters? She asked with a shrug. They've got no magic, no weapons, but if you really want to avoid that place, you can head slightly to the north. Well, let's ask Alus too. Alus also trembles with a fear he can't explain. He succeeds that you skirt the sanctuary from the south, because he's used to circumventing trouble from that direction. No, north is then better, of course, if we go and want to go past it. I'm not sure if we do. Sure, let's ask Gendy too. Gendy doesn't share your anxiety. I've never been to these parts before, but I haven't heard of any hocus pocus either. It's better to stay on the road, if you ask me. Less chance of stumbling. Well, she's my favorite from these options, definitely, but apparently we were able to talk to everyone. But the question rather is, do we skirt around the sanctuary from the north, or keep moving in the same direction? Because Reed herself at least didn't feel any menace from this. But either we're gonna go there, or we're gonna go and skirt around from the north, because that's what she said that would be a good direction to skirt around this menace. You have to follow your hunches, despite being on a strange turf. Your companions await your decision. Seems we don't need to avoid them, so it seems. So maybe we don't avoid them at all, and just go straight. It's a reasonable choice. Even if it seems that we have had some sort of an unnerving feeling for some reason or another. I'm not quite sure why. I don't know why we have an uneasy feeling about this. Maybe we feel something that Reed doesn't know about. We can't go right this time. No. No rights, Joyce. No rights. So we've stumped. Yes, very stumped, Flame. Very stumped. What can we do now? I'd say we go straight. Can you guys agree? I think I want to find out what's in there anyways. I'm kind of interested about also skirting through the north, but I guess I'll just go straight. Maybe there's some clever trap set if we skirt around, so I say keep moving. Yeah, sure, let's just go. Keep moving in the same direction. You stick to your chosen road despite the growing feeling of menace. Danger seems to lurk behind every hillock. Your heart thumps in your ears as if you were a callow youth, not a warrior of peace. However, the feeling of menace finally melts away after several hours. I wonder what that was about. No idea though, no idea. Apparently, it was okay though. Blame avoided. Yeah, good, you agree with just me. But yeah, I don't trust Nord in this case. You hear footsteps behind you. A band of Frisian soldiers is marching in the same directions as you are. There are no commanders, but their crossbows are at the ready. You need to make a decision quickly. Get ready to beat the attackers, walk faster, show restraint and indifference. I want to show restraint and indifference. Why should we care about them? They don't necessarily know to go and attack us. I want to do that. Sure, I'll just make the decision. Show restraint and indifference. You tell your companions to continue with caution, but act normally. Before long, the Frisian detachment catches up to you. The Frisian catches up with you. One of them tells you to stop and lay down your weapons. You take advantage of the Frisian crossbowman proximity and attack first. Yeah, they just came to us after all quite normally, so we can attack them better than anyways. 3. Show restraint and indifference means basically be like you always are. Yep, pretend you don't care. Hey, they're close. I hope they are actually really close in the battle too, and not just as an idea close by. No, I want health into this battle, so that's fine. I think we'll just go with these choices as it is. And yes, damn it, Frisians, dumb crossbowman getting in close. Yes, service. They're not quite as close as I would like because they're all still in the back line there. So, not sure if I'm quite happy enough with that. Why is there some random guy here like this? I don't know. Sure, I like that, but I hate crossbowmen. I hate them. How far can you attack? I can't really see. I hate crossbowmen nonetheless. So, where would I like to position us? That's an excellent question. And then 2 spearmen too. I hate this sort of combinations of groups for sure. I trust you best with that, I guess. I feel like trying to go forward from this direction rather than if we go forward in some way or another. You are the most on the rightmost, I guess. That's fine. This isn't close enough. Supposedly they're close. Personal space, dude, yes. 20% morale, only 8% to go. 80%, yep, it's progress. Can you have 100% morale in this game? I have no idea. I'm kind of curious as in how Kida plays. We won't see it from her. How rude. Just saying that you won't see it from me. How rude. So how far can you shoot? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's quite far. And piercing shot has more. To everyone on the line. Yeah, that's something that I had to remember. It's to everyone on the line, which sucks. Sure, it's something that takes quite a lot of his energy. This is something he can do always. This is something that he can only do if he has a lot of energy. So he certainly cannot do it yet, do it in any very good way. This would increase his energy and walking distance, and takes a lot of his health down. Good to know. But if he can do that to everyone online, I guess I'll just get myself out of that same line first. And just get some energy to you. I don't like any of these guys at all. Certainly don't. Sure, I could go all the way here now and kill 2 of them, but I think that's not a good idea yet. I don't think that's the best idea as of yet. I wish I could have more defense for you. But I really can't. If I move forward with you, then I would definitely only move some amount forward. So this can reach easily if he just moves a little bit closer, basically. So I'll just try to go somewhere a little bit closer, but not too much. For sure is. And then at least increase some of your defense. You are the best in this sort of defensive anyway, so... I think you need more grenades. I kind of think so too. That's so tempting. There's 3 guys like that. So tempting. So tempting to just go into here and destroy these 3 fools. Fools, I told ya. But there's then just all of these are crossbowmen. Which is the problem. They're all freaking crossbowmen. Sure, if they try to do that attack against us while we have this defense, it might be okay. But I'm worried about it. But I guess I'll do it because this is a really good chance to try to kill 3 of them. So... then at least it would only be crossbowmen and nothing else. Unfortunately, crossbowmen can't kill the same way as in always attack against if they would be... we can't kill them the same way as these guys because they have to be somewhat close to kill us. But, yeah. So much flames. I guess it's like means that we get some extra energies and such. I have no idea how badly that will damage us. Nothing. Thanks for using your health for that. I'm happy with that decision from you, to be honest. I'm not even sure how much I want to be moving these guys forward, because on the other hand, yeah, but on the other hand, I'm not sure I wanna, because at least this way, he's sort of safe, especially when they're using their health bonuses to try to, because they can't do that twice. They're using their best attack against this sort of a defense that they just cannot penetrate. And I'm happy with that, because after this they cannot do it immediately unless they want to be killing themselves. This is the one that they're using, yeah. 11 health. Increases your energy and walking distance. Oh well. You definitely also cannot shoot from this distance, so I'll just move a little bit forward with you. Like everyone else stays in the back line. Like Mott's the flame, because his corpse is in a very good shape if he's really dead. A lot of flames, yes. That was beautiful though. Yes, it was beautiful. Poor man on the right, he's dead, right? I don't know. Like most of Flame. Yeah, sure is. I don't really want to go all the way there. I'm afraid. I'm afraid, you know. They all do this. They all use some of their health to try to do this attack. They all do the same thing. And now I can just do this. They're goners. How foolish were you? You're all dead. Beautiful, I'd say. Beautiful. I don't know how the experience comes from that, but anyways. Must have died quite recently, and I was so afraid of those crossbowmen, but they were foolish. Very foolish. Oh my. Yes. I'm kind of ashamed that, well, we did get all 5 experiences, and we get even 10 experiences, which does seem logical, so very helpful. I hate mods more often than not. They'll fly into my house at night to bask in the glory of my monitor and just hit the ceiling and walls. Quite noisy, I tell you. I know, Flameverse. That has happened to me sometimes too. Thank you. Thank you for the congrats of the good job. I still remember how I so much more died with this group previously. But apparently today at least we're doing actually very good and very well with this group, so I'm happy with that. Okay, you notice a post-traded merchant near a dry well at the roadside. Several bundles lie near him. He's alive, but exhausted. Stealing his belongings wouldn't befit a warrior of peace, but you can't trade with an unconscious merchant. If it's the dry well, pour water on the poor fellow's face, I guess is a good idea. Sure. You take a flask from your belt and pour some water on the merchant's face. He moves but still can't open his eyes. Try to bring him into his senses. You ask Crete for help and she uses some potions on the sleeping man. The merchant awakens a few minutes later, looking rather healthy. It turns out that his horse fell and he hit his head. He managed to bring the sacks to the well, but when he saw that there was no water, he got desperate. He's very grateful for your help and gives you a small tricks for your trouble. You can also trade with him now. Yay. Thank you. You have mastered the tactics, at least with this group. Burn. Headshot has many more choices, so... I'm sure it will all goes down now that you said that is all going well. For the moment, having flashbacks. Possibly, yes. We don't have a huge amount of money, but we have enough to buy something interesting. So, warned by members of the City Watch, these rings are passed down from one guard to another. They are believed to entail their fare with good luck and the battle experience of previous generations. I like the health bonus. So, more energy from this one. The sweetest aroma of this herb lightens the thousands and puts a spring in your step. It makes you faster, though not necessarily more focused. Walking speed. I do kind of feel that I could buy some more Strixes now. I didn't buy any last time around. Increases health by 10. I might buy those. Reduces health. Maybe I'll buy these cure cards, then I would need only one more at some point, so that I can have one of these cures for us. And then I could probably take this guards ring and then take some Strixes. I think that's money well spent. Some extra Strixes, we got still 3k gold and yeah, got a good amount of items and everything. Let's just go back to campsite, have a look into here. We got the level ups after all too, which is kind of funny. Just getting level ups all the time. And yeah, then we needed to also equip the health item at the very least. So, where's the you? You are the woman that I'm looking for. Energy. Yeah, sure. Let's get one of this. Sure whiz. Can be useful. And then Lo Pheng. What the hell do I want for you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need 2 more points somewhere in here to be able to then get these. Okay, this just increases your energies and health, which is totally okay. It's a shame that I can't decrease this cooldown more. I guess I could be decreasing the cooldown of the flash. Is there something better? Well, these just give energy, which isn't bad as said before. Don't feel that I need even that more, so let's just decrease the cooldown of the sunburn too. I like the sunburn attack after all. You can buy trauma. What the hell for? You have total faith in me. Thank you, Visineko. So, what sort of a situation, which game are we referring to, Flame Rushi? If we're talking about Visineko having flashback about things going well and then all going wrong? I gotta know now that you're talking like that. I gotta know. This has been a long way traveling with this group right now, though, to be honest. Soon, this game, you can buy trauma. Yes. You set up camp using the rare moments of calm to reflect upon the recent events. Sitting with your hands on your knees, you let the stream of thoughts carry you. Reed fixes her eyes on you as you travel forward. Does she realize what you've sacrificed to save her? You didn't simply give up some of your strength and skill. You did something utterly unforgivable, betraying your clan, your kin, and yourself. You've betrayed the warrior who paid for this stone with his life. He infused your body with a modicum of his power and skill, yet you never knew his name. His spirit had inhabited many bodies throughout generations of the Shadow Clan warriors. Well, let's reminiscence to these ideas and thoughts. Literally every game, I guess. Pretty much. Always been saying, huh, this is going pretty well, or this should be easy enough. I think that has happened with me sometimes too, but I guess I don't usually say it that quickly, unless it's really been going well. I don't know. You guys are better judges on that, I think. You'll never forget the moment the priest inserted the sacrificial stone into your flesh. He knew what you'd experience, and pressed your head to the altar so that you wouldn't trust and crack your skull open. You were overcome by sheer terror as another's will wove itself into your veins, but also by another joy at the realization of immortality and your own exuberant feelings of boundless power. The exuberance was mixed with horror. Could the Reapers feel the same? Shadow Clan wisdom says that the Reapers begin as ordinary humans, but the transformation overwhelms them with power and hatred. Why such hatred? They're not brought up in the way of Shadow Clan warriors. You don't celebrate too early. Yeah, I was thinking that. I don't think I usually do. 9 more minutes, or are we having a longer stream tonight? I want to do this thing with them to the end, and I have no idea how much more that would be basically then meaning in that place, so I guess we'll see. I give her a little bit extra health, I think. She can use that. So we at least travel to the triple men here, and whatever there is still with this group, whenever we are gonna be changing to the next group, we're gonna be ending. And yeah, goddamn Reapers getting everywhere. It's going to be probably a good time to end about that time. Yeah, well, we'll see how long this will be going. I would like to get this group to the end. The Drowsy Deep is a very peculiar location. 700 years ago, a great battle was waged at the Triple Men here, turning the deep into a lifeless desert of bones that crunch under the horses' hooves. Nobody can linger, thanks to the poisonous air. Yet here you are, riding towards the three menhirs. The 3 sacred stones peek over the horizon. Pilgrims call them the fingers of the gods. The closer you get to the warriors at the base of the menhir, the more you suspect they aren't Frisian. Every detail you can make out, clothes, silhouettes, looks different, though the desert haze makes it hard to tell for sure. Reed dispels your doubts. These are the NCs, the warriors of the menhirs. They appear only in reap time, and they are dangerous. Once they've reached the sacred stone, there's no use talking to them. They'll kill anyone who approaches. The Vrisian commander is likely already dead. Well, if you say that we cannot negotiate then we will attack the NCs. Sure. The obstacle must be removed no matter what. You draw your weapon and walk straight towards the NCs. They stand still, staring at you. Clearly, they have no intention of charging. Alrighty. Hello, Scrap Lord, you're around. Maybe you can trade for some sleep. Have you been around how long, Scrap Lord? But hello to you, hopefully your week has been going well and welcome to stream. However long you've been here, Scrap Lord. Is that what you referred to, Scrap? Trauma for sleep. If it was possible. Good idea. Okay, let's fight then. Let's see how this goes. Buying BTSD and stuff. Okay, you guys are more of a trouble always. I think it was you that I hate the most. No, you were the healer. Who was the one who had the most annoying attack ever? I'm not sure if there is any one of them right now in here, but this is of course at least everyone on the line. And they can use a lot of their energy to get to the attack. I don't think the most annoying guy is possibly then here. Possibly. Let's just get you into there, I guess. You can be there. Let's just get you there, I think. Guess that can be okay. Hello, Scrap Lord. Okay. Let's just increase your energy. You start with 0 energy. This is a nice bonus to get some energy for you at the very start. I was thinking that it's highly doubtful we can make it all the way down there, and so it is. It's a shame that I can't get more defense for you, but in some sense I would love to get some of them closer. Some of them may risk attacking you, so I will see if they will when I come a little bit closer. No more though, definitely no more closer, and yet this guy at least does that. Which is kind of okay, as long as not all of them does that. You can at least definitely then attack this guy, of course. Deadly shot would almost kill you, but not quite. Not quite. This way it takes at least all of your energy and almost all of your health, which I guess is fine. But yeah, the NCs I will be taking always a little bit more seriously. Especially, of course, because I can't even make it there yet to try to do a really good attack, so... By 2, sure. It's a little bit risky to be behind this guy, though. Just because of what we already saw before, but... I would like to at least kill this one. Nonetheless, while we can. Even though I'm not sure if that's the best idea, but we'll see. And they're very careful how far they move to after all, so... Yep. Not sure. I guess I could do this, just in case. And then move a little bit forward with you if that guy wants to be coming and attacking, then it's preferable it rather attacks you. Yep, that just increases the lives, which is no way surprising. As such, there's a possibility of getting into a place here where we could try to attack more of them, but that's not exactly the case yet. So there is 3 already on the line here, so there is definitely a place I don't want to be going. I might try to come into here, maybe that will be okay. I'm not 100% sure if it will be though. This might be okay. It's a little bit risky, but you'll keep some of that energy for now. If someone attacks, then yeah, that's also of course always a possibility. Yeah, you can't quite reach there, so basically we will be allowing them to come closer. I want to get you into a different position. I don't want you to be on that same line, so I guess I'll just move a little bit. Just make that in case. Just get you out of that spot at the very least. I would prefer them to move and actually do something a little bit more. So I could use this, which I definitely don't of course want to do, or I could use this, which I don't also want to do at this moment. We can definitely do it later than right now. I think I'll actually increase your health because you used quite a lot in that. I think that will be a-okay. They of course do those attacks, which I would prefer them not doing, but what can we do? I would prefer not to move with these guys. I don't want to use this. Reduces the energy by 5. Is of course not that big of an issue. I guess I could use it just to see what they want to be doing next with someone. I have to be moving with someone after all next, nonetheless, so I guess that can be okay. Not excellent, but okay-ish. Yep. It's no surprise that you would be trying to go and attack from all the way down there. Shame that we can really not get anywhere really close by with anyone though. Like, you're the best basically. You can at least come here and shoot that guy, so I guess I'll do that next. I guess just get him really close to being dead, I guess. I'm trying to be doing a little bit more careful game, I guess, with these guys especially. Okay. You also want to get Lo Pheng dead, which I can understand. I can definitely understand that. Yeah, sure. You can attack against this guy then for sure, Wiz. Reduces defense. I think I'll do that. It's nice to reduce his defense, plus at least his energy is going to be really down too. It's definitely more vulnerable with this. Shame that none of them is getting like close to each other, so we can't have any really excellent situation where we could kill two with him, which is truly a shame, but I guess we can't do too much about that right now. I'm just wondering where would I then wish to be moving. Like, I'm feeling that I would wish to be moving with Lo Pheng, but so this dealt 20 damage to everyone on a line. It uses 3 energy and 8 health. And they basically all have the deadly jab. But you don't have a huge... Well, you do have energy, of course, that you can be moving enough. So... basically, of course, I only have 2 people that I can move at the moment. This, of course, isn't something I want to be doing at all. I guess I could go and stun you. I guess that would be probably one of the better options. I'm worried for you, however. But at least do that then. Stun the target. Take almost all of his energy at least in a way. So his turn has been used for today at this time, which I'm quite happy with. I guess I should probably just go and kill this guy with you, in all honesty. You can pretty easily do it after all. Deals and reduces, so deals 52 damage to health and reduces your defense by 8. Which isn't that bad, to be honest. But let's see, can we do something else that will be as efficient? Not really. To health and reduces attack of an enemy unit. We can do this. but again, it won't kill you, will it? Adjacent unit, yeah. Sunburn, on the other hand, will kill you. I was thinking that that actually should be killing you, and I like the attack anyways. Will increase our energy, so I like that. So you, one of the bigger threats right close by, is at least dead. So you are going to be the next one to move, so you're not gonna be doing anything for a while. Guess I could then as well go into here and just kill one and get the good defenses up for you. It's a shame that we can't kill more, but I guess this will be fine. I guess so. Yep, just kill. Even if it just means killing one. Oh, okay, good night and sweet dreams with Sineko. I shall see you then on next weekend, basically, because you will be away on Sunday, so hopefully you have a great weekend and week overall ahead of you with Sineko. Good night, sweet dreams, hyvää yötä ja kauniita unia. Bye. Okay. Then what? What do I want to do next? Excellent question. So I don't know. Yet, at least. You're kind of in the highest danger, I would have to say. Stun. I might like to do the stun against this guy again, to be honest. Just take his energy at least completely, then he won't be able to do nearly that much. You, of course, will be moving. And giving him stuff, basically. Stuff. Yeah, I think you can go and just shoot. I think that will be just fine. It's not like that's exactly needed. Deals 10 damage. That will kill you. You can do that. Then it's your turn. It's totally a-okay. By me. You're giving just health more, which is also kind of fine. I'm just annoyed that we have to be so far with most of these units from this battle. So I guess I'll just move closer so we can maybe do something at some point. Well, that was a very silly plan from you. Especially because now you can act and try to actually go and kill him. I think that will be an excellent plan. Yep. Just kill him. Those daggers. It's all a-okay. Plan. Prosperous. Yeah, you are the one who is actually properly in trouble right now. Is there any card that I can use to... Why is it actually number 1 now? Huh. I guess that's the thing that I've not understood, that it actually changes that. Well, then there's nothing that I can even remotely hope to do for you. Because this guy's way too far to do anything. If he can do that again, then yeah, you're gonna be just simply dead. There's not really much else we can do with that. Meditation, sure. Increase your own energy. No, you didn't want to attack, which I'm quite happy with, because then we can actually most certainly kill you. I'm very sure at least that you can kill him. I'm pretty sure. Deal 52 damage, so yeah. That'll be totally a-okay. Well, that took a little bit more time, but not too bad. We got more of Touch of Chaos cards. Or one more, and one more of the 3-pin spread. And most gain to gain more level ups, so that's all good. Well, we got to the 3 menhirs. You step on a shard of a witchblade. The sword have lost power with the death of the outlandish warriors. It's unfortunate. They would have made fine trophies. One of the NCs is still alive, reports read. He was wounded in the skirmish with the Frisians. He's unconscious, but I can heal him. He will help us. Trust me. Kama has a minor injury. You don't have much time, you say coolly. I wouldn't fuss over the wounded. You promised me a shortcut, remember? I remember everything, and I will not forget, she says, frowning. Alrighty. And yes, sweet. Okay, so chatting around in here, and did we like gain a new party member or something? I'm not sure. What does this mean? Karma. I don't see any karma in here, so I guess the karma is the one guy that I don't, the new guy, the NC that was wounded, which is very interesting. If we're gonna be getting an NC sort of like joining us. I'll increase your attack, I guess, even though health would be probably very good, keeping you actually alive and all, but I'll just do this. I like the sunburn attack. I'll lose. You've been gaining a lot of levels during this time, so you would have more energy. I like that, but on the other hand, I like this more, so. Doom, on the other hand, +9 to the cost of the ability, +9 to the damage. So yeah, you would be able to do more damage, but also would lose more health, which I'm not sure if I like or not. Not sure. Well, I guess we'll take it. We'll see how that will work out. Then Jeanette. Like I said, this is basically a very good one, so that we can at least have the option to do this really quickly, because this is a very powerful strike after all, but it just also is costly for ourselves after all. I'll just increase your health, because I like the fact of having some more extra health. Okay. Alrighty, that's all looked into. Then we can start to be talking to people. Let's talk to Reed first. Or actually, let's talk to Reed last. There's Doom. Doom stands rooted to the spot, a short distance from the others. Is he considering going back to Frisia? Probably not. What are you staring at, Akon? I'm the same old Doom. Not being opaque? Just think it's a bit too late for me to start from scratch. Though, what choice do I have? Does it make a difference? Nothing. That's the irony. There's no other way for me. Why did you have to walk into that accursed tunnel? Whatever you do, it's your choice. If you're coming with me, get ready. We leave soon. Doesn't take much these days. Straighten my clothes, tighten my belt. That's it. I'm ready. I can't help wondering if what they say about the men here is true. If someone is ailing, they should walk between the stones. Obviously, you shouldn't touch them, like patting a rattlesnake it is. You won't know unless you try. It has seemed to be working though. I've done that before with the other group and they did get healed, so I guess we can do that. So Swartley is clearly upset. Should this concern you? Well, that's a good question. I don't know. You approach Swarty and notice water skins behind her. She's either thirsty or in the middle of cleaning herself up. A woman can't find a place to wash without being watched. I stepped behind the men here, but Alus the monk was taking a stroll there. That man can't take a hint. He's not interested in women, you know. Though, he's not interested in you at all. Ask the other woman to hold a piece of cloth as a screen while you wash. How is your neck? It's no worse. It burns, of course, but the pain eased after I walked between the rocks. There is not my strength, to be sure. When will the ulcer disappear? When the reaping ends, or when we all die. Try to ignore it for now. We need to save water. It's better to smell than to die of thirst. Ooh. Yay, increased. Don't speak for everyone. You wouldn't cheat a notched and gory sword, would you? My body's much like your sword. Sure. Just as lethal, you mean? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. Just as lethal, you mean. Swarty turns red, stutters to say something, and falls silent. Sweet. Well, she doesn't want to be seen either way. Would you, Kide? No, sure, I wouldn't. But I'm just saying that he doesn't actually care. Like, for that reason, it doesn't matter exactly. But yeah, she could probably be just asking someone else. It's weird to see this one NC just standing in here, though, I gotta say. But yes, I agree. Of course, I wouldn't like that either. What about you, Jeanette? Jeanette quarreled with Bola. You could ask Jeanette what it was about. What is it, Akon? Here to question me about a little argument with Bola. Just sit back and enjoy the show. You realize that if I wanted to kill her, I could just snap my fingers. She who cannot control herself is a worthless person. I don't need much. A coin here, a coin there, a fortune in the end. I'll take anything I lack. Isn't it wonderful that there's someone to take from? I knew that the loyalty would get decreased with that statement, but I had to. I had to. It felt like the logical thing to say with him. You remind me of a peacock, fanning out feathers and flaunting around. No fight, no flight. Doing everything poorly, but looking good doing it. Ooh. Lo Pheng is saying things for sure is. Through her teeth. Just remember, Akon, a crazy peacock is no safer than a rabbit wolf. They shoot rabbit fools from a distance. Same goes for foxes. Anyways, so Bola, what was the argument about? Bola hides her face when she notices you. You didn't intend to go around moralizing, but you don't want tension in your party. What do you want? Have you never seen a girl fight? Trust me, there'll be more. We grab hair and knock you out teeth. You won't hear me complain. You're not here to wipe our noses. What did you tell her? I told her that I won't tolerate her whims. I can't stand it when the dead are mutilated. I can't stand it when someone dredges up anger, as if I'm not angry enough. I saw her lunge at you. She was so enough. She's hot-tempered and quick to flare up. She knew there were men watching. Men love a good catfight, so I told her off. A fine excuse. Janet is so wedging in a fight. She's better than I am. I have no inclination to fuss over you. Don't fuss then. We could have killed each other, so what? You'd get on your horse and ride away. What are we to you? I shall do exactly that. That's good. Keep that in mind. I'm not perfect. I detest this so much that I could kill. I don't care what you detest. And I don't care what you don't care. I knew it. You turn around to see Janet looking at you with poorly concealed anger. I knew it. I just want to make people angry, don't I? But I knew that that would decrease her liking me, but I'm not gonna say something that doesn't feel appropriate for my character Lo Pheng to say, so... sorry. Well, what about you, Alus? Loitering forlornly beside the men here, Alus the monk casts varied glances at the dead Frisians and NCs. He seems disinterested in trophies and weapons. You address him. Did the men here help you, Alus? Did it cure your weakness? Alus shrugs timidly. Yes, I'm cured, I guess. I just can't get over walking side by side with death. It's common knowledge that standing between the stones is much preferred to touching them. No, it's common knowledge that standing between the stones is much preferred to touching them. He hesitantly adds, today I learned why. I saw the dead Frisian by the men here and knew that touching it was what killed some of them. Ask him where he would go now if he were traveling alone. I'd burrow into the ground and wait until it's all over, Alus says, terrified. Alus suddenly remembers something. On occasion, my brethren encountered sorcerer on the Quimra path. He claimed to be looking after a men here, but that's all bullshit. There are no sacred stones in the area other than the reclining men here, and it needs no men minding. You turn around and leave without another word. Well, what about Reed then? The loyalty is so easy to depreciate. Lurker Nekko. Oh, Nekko, you're still here. I did say all the good nights and all. Well, I didn't quite leave after all, just stayed to see your relationship crumble. Good, good. I'm glad that you see all the relationships just crumble away. Well, I did get increased relationship with her, and I think with her, yeah, these two I increased relationship with. These two, just simply not, but do we really want increased relationship with these two? They were the most sexual of them all, after all, so I don't think we really care if we don't increase the relationship. This is the woman who was watching the dead people's or dead men's things too. So, really? Well, they are women never getting along. Well, we get along fine with Sare. Or don't you get along with me, Sare? Sniff, sniff. I knew it. I knew it all along. You don't actually like to get along with me at all. Sniff, sniff. Yeah, and these people are easy to fight with, yes. Good riddance. I appreciate honesty more than sweet talk. They don't. Yep. Fair points. Very much so. I'm not just gonna say what they would like me to hear. Or like me to say to them. So Reed, you wonder what Reed examines the ancient's corpses, you should ask her about it. Do we? Yes, that's indeed the question, Sara. Do we? Awkward. Do you need me, Akon? This ancient's name is Kama. He's still weak, but he can walk and will recoup quickly. He'll fight for us. Why should I trust him? The Ensis are the servants of the reaping. However, the magic that binds them isn't very strong. I can lift the enchantment. Interesting. If it's so easy to recruit servants of the reaping, why isn't anyone doing it? The Frisians, the temple servants. Why don't they control the Ensis? They do control them. The reapers and the temple control the Ensis. Do you think the reaping comes like a storm? The Ensis are poisoned, but some of them are not completely seized by madness yet. They are few, but they can be saved. You can recruit an NC who hasn't lost his mind yet. Only if he's not hostile, and if there's no reapers present, as well as no men here nearby, or if it's been soaked in blood. Then, if I'm lucky, I can recruit him. The Quimra held Ensis in shackles for weeks to remove the enchantment. With Kama, we're lucky so much blood has been split here already. The men his powers have waned. Interesting. You are a great sorceress. I'm the best healer and spellweaver in my family. And even though I like to pore over ancient manuscript, I'm also a warrior. Kama is no longer susceptible to the Reaper's enchantments. Well, good to know. Where did they come from? Same place as the Menhirs. Quimran wisdom likes the Ensis to the bees. Ensis to bees. The hive came with the Menhirs and landed somewhere in Hale. To these bees, Menhirs are their flowers, and every reaping is springtime. They awaken from slumber and sting. Why do they wear masks? Different people have different customs. Why wear breeches? Because it's expected. In the NC's homeland, the sun is scorching. A mask protects the face and terrifies the enemy. It's your responsibility now. Yes, mine and mine only. The Quemra descend from NCs. We're children of incest. Karma brings fresh blood, and NC's lifespan is short. In 2 or 3 years, Terminium will devour all that still survive. Do you want him to sire your child? Lose this red blood for you? That's not your concern. Sort of, true. But I'm also sort of this because we fight shoulder to shoulder, so I'm not 100% sure which one to choose, to be honest. Your concerns are mine when we fight shoulder to shoulder, or you're right, it's not my concern. I want to go with the second one, even though I feel that this would be correct too, so your concerns are mine when we fight shoulder to shoulder. Time will tell if it concerns or offends you. I was thinking that will probably mean that because I say that, but I think that's kinda true. I want to talk to him. Keep in mind I easily sense dishonesty. Welp. Let's not destroy another relationship right now. Well, we still saved her life. So... Perhaps the menhir still has some healing power. Let's go and walk between the menhirs. There's plenty of room between the 3 menhirs to walk between them. You walk between the sacred stones, careful not to touch them. A divine force passes over you, and you suddenly feel at peace. Your wounds are healed, your mind settled, seeing that you're unharmed, the others follow your lead. Yay. You walk between the sacred stones again, but nothing happens. Yes, it appears to have used all of its powers. And yes, oh well. I said that I think the not concerning would have been just as good of a choice, and that wouldn't have, it probably wouldn't have decreased her loyalty, but I don't know, it's just, we are fighting together, so it's not like that would be happening for a while, but come on. The NC is on his feet now, he doesn't seem hostile, you should talk to him. Hello, Kama. I brought him up to speed and explained that we are going to Berkana and that we are companions by chance. The NC saw a part of the fight and he is in awe of your sword skills. If you want to ask a question, I'll translate it for you. However, the NC will soon master our tongue. How do they get here? The NC listens to Reed's translation and says to Lace in surprise as he replies. He doesn't know. He was guarding the menhirs, very much like ours, just yesterday, under his homeland's scorching sun. Today he finds himself here. He's confused, but credits all that happens to the will of the gods. Why are they here? Kama seems to guess your question before Reed can even translate it. They must protect the menhirs and pour blood over them in libation, to fill them with power, and appease the gods. If the gods deem the sacrifice sufficient, they'll grant these lands to the NCs. Why are we unable to control their swords? The NC listened to Rin's translation and says several words in reply. His voice is odd, too soft for a man. These words were the gods' gift to the NCs. See the rings on his fingers? They control the sword. Trying them on would be a waste of time. These swords are like hands. You can cut them off, but you can't craft them to another's body. Interesting. I wouldn't be able to be so detached from everything like this Lo Pheng. I always enjoy talking to companions in video games. One of my fave parts actually on any video game ever. Yeah, but on the other hand, we are at least talking to everyone, so... I have no further questions. Kama starts speaking almost immediately, pressing his palms to his chest. He points at your companions. He claims that I lifted the veil from his eyes and that the skies were a place in his homeland. It could happen here as well. He hopes to stop some of his kin, but is ready to fight them if need be. Why does he wear a mask? The NCs wear masks so that the servants of the gods do not know their faces. These servants are called the Umbra. We call them the Reapers. They're too dangerous, even as masters. The NC wants to preserve his true self. I'm not 100% sure what... Like, he may go wherever he likes. Let him come with us is of course clear, but it's all the same to me. It just, I guess, means that... But isn't it almost the same like this? Answer, question mark. I'm kind of confused, because those don't seem like different choices quite. Other than, okay, specifically that let him come, but... Otherwise, they all seem like the same choice, almost. Don't you guys agree on that? He may go wherever he likes. I could again go into, it's all the same to me. Don't care at all about anyone. It's not really he may go wherever he likes, means you're free. And the first one, he seems to be more or less neutral. Thank you, Scrap Lord, again, of your subscription. Thank you very, very kindly. Thank you, thank you. Already 10 months. Been a long time. And the first one means I don't care. Yeah, he seems to be more or less neutral, so I guess it gives the player a chance to take a dialogue in different directions. Though there aren't that much possibilities, it's not completely blank character. Yeah, I was thinking about picking the third one, to be honest, that he is free now to choose if he comes with us or not. So, he may go wherever he likes. He decided to come with you. Okay. Alrighty, so what do I exactly need to do now? I don't see anything special, so...
Not everyone made it to the top. But among those who did, nobody managed it by sheer luck.
So now we would be moving into chapter 6. Again, this guy, of course, so... That's all okay, after the execution and everything. I don't wanna be seeing that right now, though. So, let's go into the main menu and all that. I hope I can see that later on when we continue. Does it continue where? Yeah, it continues from that. We can easily see that then later on. Yep. I think that's good. And yes, very much closing in a year already. Very much so. So hey, I think that's a place to end now. Basically, half an hour more game time than would have basically been needed. But it's nice to get one chapter to the end, especially when you know that you're very close to the end. So we did that. So I hope you enjoyed some more of the Ash of Gods. And here on Twitch and later on YouTube as well. And thank you very much for watching. I shall be ending the recording here, so we'll see you with more Ash of Gods next Friday then. Bye bye till then.